You can't come popping in here as gay as a cricket.
Broadcasting live from beautiful Midtown Manhattan, where on a clear night you can almost see Mayor Bloomberg and Michael Skakel both getting in trouble for using golf clubs. It's the Ron and Fez Show, and I'm your announcer, Al Dukes. And now let's introduce your hosts. Two guys waiting for Mike Tyson to break a fine piece of Lennox. Here they are, Ron Bennington, Fez WNEW, radio's fine china. The big butt or a penis. What do I have to say? This is not a bit. What do I have to say? This is not a bit. Buddies!
Buddy.
Good evening, buddies.
It's the Ron and Fez Show. And Screech has not left.
Really? Dustin Diamond still around? What do I have to say? This is not a bit.
Turn Al loose on him. I need the other big get out drop, too. I like the new Angry Al. I think I'm done with the homoerotic Al. And it's just screaming Angry Al from this point on.
The plexiglass assassin, Al Dukes. We're Rod and Fez. It's a Friday evening.
Oh, thank God. Some of the girls stopping by tonight.
Yay.
A little drinking and kissing.
They do it so well.
They really do. Last night was the big MTV Movie Awards, Fezzy, and I like when anybody acts surprised that they won, since everyone knows. Who's the little girl who, Mandy Moore.
Mandy Moore, all right, yeah.
Who literally went up there and thought she was at the Oscars, thanking everybody, her family, and going, oh my God, I just can't believe it.
As they gave her a bronze popcorn box.
Yeah. And I'm like, Mandy, you had to know at least 2 weeks ago.
So you would be there.
Right. That's why Will's there and Tom isn't.
Mm-hmm.
They tell the people because they don't want to embarrass anybody by having them sit in their chair and not win a popcorn box.
They're not going to go to the fun and expense of having Tom Cruise come in
Right.
if he's not going to win.
Because Tom would actually say, I'm going to kill you people.
Mandy Moore, what was she, best breakthrough?
Yeah, she was best
Female?
breakthrough. Yeah, she's fabulous. She's a triple threat.
Can't sing, can't dance, can't act.
Do these songs get played anywhere besides MTV? Does Top 40 even play Mandy Moore?
I think so, yeah.
Why?
It's cool with the kids.
What kids?
The really, really young kids.
I mean, you'd have to be 2
Exactly.
and spoon-fed this.
We're actually playing this off of that. Now that's what I call Music 5.
Oh, those are always the best.
Those things are always huge. Whenever one of these come out, they always hit top 5.
Yeah, you know what I love about them, though? They come out before the singles.
So it saves you some time. Oh, the new, now what? That's what they call Music 7.
Clear Channel puts them out before they put all these songs on the radio.
R. Kelly's on the new number 7.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Sorry about that, people. Yeah, Mandy Moore's on there, too.
Now, are we serious about Kelly Osbourne? Is she a real singer now, or is that a bit? What do I have to say? This is not a bit. All right.
Is that Ozzy?
Yeah.
Kelly Osbourne, apparently legitimate singing star now.
She's fantastic, Fez. I say a star is Osbourne. Oh, this rocks.
You can't even hear her on it. They've got her so buried and distorted in the background.
And you know what? I honestly believe in my heart this song would be a hit even if she wasn't on the TV show on MTV and if her dad wasn't Ozzy Osbourne.
Oh, please. The only way this
Hold
song...
on, Hook. This is beautiful.
Oh, she was a Jello jiggler last night singing this.
Well, she's going to make America forget about Madonna.
That's the only way this song would be a hit, is if Madonna sang it.
I never had the feeling Ozzy preached a lot anyway. She could have changed us to Papa Don't Slur.
I thought it was Papa Don't Reach for that last piece of pizza.
She's not that heavy.
She's big and she's getting bigger. She was the biggest she's ever been on that stage last night on MTV.
She looked adorable, and she's 17. She has a little baby fat, but it's sexy and it's cute.
Baby fat? How many babies does she eat?
Stop it, Fez. You know what? You're why a lot of young girls are bulimic.
I wish this one was.
And it's not just because you get to the buffet first. That's not why they're bulimic. She's adorable. This is Kelly Osbourne from her new album called I Hate My Brother Jack and other songs.
I thought it was from her new album. You gonna eat that?
Stop it, Fez. Or maybe she's gonna call the album Get Out of My Room, Jack. I'm serious. This is not a bit.
What do I have to say? This is not a bit.
I'm going to buy this album. Is it out in an album? Has she named the album yet?
Yeah, the album is out. The CD is out, Ronnie. It's Kelly Osbourne, soon to be stapled.
Stop it.
And you can get it just about anywhere.
Stop it. And what color was her hair last night? Would you say that was maroon or just hot pink?
I think it was kind of a rare ham color.
Stop it. What color would you say it was, Rory?
Boar's head.
Stop it.
I'd say it was a mix between pink and red.
Maybe the new album...
fuchsia?
Yeah, it's fuchsia. The new album should be The Curtains Don't Match the Drapes by Kelly Osbourne.
I think it's called About to Explode.
Stop it.
Like the guy in the meaning of life. 877-692-1027.
Hey, Seth, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, buddy.
Maybe that like mothers groups and other groups might and the media might latch onto her and say she's like the overweight, icon. Like maybe she'll become like a role model for thicker
She's not
teenagers.
heavy. She's just young.
She's thick.
She's not that thick.
She's thick. If they're going to use icon, it's icon quit eating.
Stop it.
Get.
What's the band called? Kelly's Heroes? Is that it? Rockin' with her?
Heroes as in sandwiches?
Because,
it's Kelly's Gyros.
Stop it, man. The new, this is Papa Don't Preach from Papa Don't Drink and Take Downs. The new Kelly Osbourne.
It's from her new CD, Bigger by the Day.
Stop it, Fez. Seriously, man. Joe, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hello, Joe.
Hey, gentlemen, how you doing, man? Big ass card 11544.
All right, my buddy.
Yo, I got a suggestion for you. I think Kelly Osbourne should name her new album Tormented Fat Rich Girl.
Jeez. You guys are awful. Hey, Mark, you're on Ron and Fez. Marky.
Mark, what can we do for you tonight?
787.
All right, buddy.
There's your hoo-ah.
What's up? Fez, you were asking about her hair color?
Yes, please.
I think it's ketchup.
She got it in her hair, trying to put it on a barrel of fries.
Fezzy, I don't know where this kind of weird jealousy comes from.
Jealousy?
Or what your problem is, but here's a young lady who's taken the music business by storm.
And tried to eat it. This is from her new album, Waistlines.
Awful.
Yes, it is awful that this girl's getting this gig just because the TV show took off.
This has nothing to do with the TV show.
It has everything to do with the TV show and her father.
In my heart of hearts, I honestly think that she would have a hit song and her brother would be a big producer.
Oh, brother!
Even if Ozzy wasn't.
They had to tell the kid, her brother, Jack, down in front, the balcony couldn't see her with him standing up there.
Hey, Kevin, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Kevin.
I hear they see there's a duet with Duff and Diamond called Papa Don't Screech.
Papa Don't Screech, thank you. Here's Matt, you're on Ron and Fez.
She's keeping her baby.
Yeah, what's up, guys?
Yeah.
Hey, Matt.
The real name of the song is Papa Don't Preach Balanced Nutrition.
Stop it. She's not really that big.
Her backup singers are the 4 basic food groups. She says she's putting together a new food group, Ronnie.
What is wrong with you? Seriously. Here's Brian. Brian, what's the name of the new Kelly Osbourne album?
Brian, what is it?
Hey, Fezzy, I heard the name of the album is Pass the Gravy.
Stop it.
Pass the gravy to the left one time. Should be remaking that one, too. Actually, the name of the CD is Kelly Osbourne Bustin' Out of My Jeans.
I just, I don't understand where it comes from. I think she's a delightful young lady. Hey, Frank, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Frank.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, Kelly Osbourne's new album is called 5 Feet High and 5 Feet Wide.
Stop it.
I love this part here where she says, I'm keeping my baby.
Yeah.
It's I'm keeping my baby back ribs. Barbecue sauce.
Stop it.
Every song she does, this is the backup singers. Barbecue sauce.
Do you realize that we got a problem right now because young girls are afraid to be healthy because some adults call that fat? And here's a young role model for women who's got a big hit song.
Role model, like dinner role model?
No. You proud of yourself?
A little bit. I thought that was kind of quick.
Quick doesn't make it good.
The only reason there are girls starving themselves in this country is because this girl, Kelly Osbourne, is beating them to the food in the grocery stores.
Jeez. George, you're on the Ron and Fez show. What is the name of Kelly Osbourne's new album?
The new name is, Hey, Dad, you can eat the rest of that fat?
All right, stop it.
The rest of that fat.
Fat.
Oh.
Here's Tom. Tom, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, I got the name of the album here.
What is it?
Fat Girls Need Lovin' Too by Kelly Osbourne.
Right, stop it.
There you go. Actually, the new name of the Kelly Osbourne CD is Low to the Ground, Wide to the Road. I think that's actually the tour name.
Wide to the Road.
Wide to the Road tour.
Here's Anthony. Anthony, you're on Ron and Fez.
Anthony. But you're cutting in and out, Anthony. What do you got? Well, we gotta have Anthony. Here's
Mike. Mike, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Mike.
Ron and Fez, how are you?
We're good, buddy.
I got the new name for the the new album.
With the Kelly Osbourne.
Pillsbury Doughgirl.
What's that again?
Jagged Little Pillsbury Doughgirl.
All right, instead of Jagged Little Pill. All right, thank you. It was good. It was actually not. It was clever, but the timing blew.
I think the name of the CD is Eating Yet Another Peach.
Because of Vita Peach, the Allman Brothers.
Yeah. Eating an orchard of peaches.
Do you realize that any kids that would buy this album have no idea what Eat a Peach by the Allman Brothers is anyway? Chuck D, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, what's up, Ron and Fez?
Yeah.
I got two things, but the first one, real quick, the album title, sort of in the same vein as one of her dad's album, Blubber of Oz.
Sure.
All right.
And do you think they could have got a more inarticulate F to host that the pre-show as Ja Rule?
Oh, Ja Rule, yeah. Well, you know, he was keeping it real.
Yeah, but he was talking to the guy from American Pie 2. He's like, yo, I seen all your movies, man. American Pie 1, American Pie 2. Holla, holla.
White people are so scared of black people.
Please. Hey, Jack Black was hysterical, though, huh?
Was it? I didn't get to see it.
Oh, you didn't watch it? You didn't TiVo?
No, I TiVo'd Friends and ended up getting President Bush. So.
Oh, God. Here is, and you know you can always get a
sweaty news update.
That's true.
Billy Staples coming here all sweaty and weird, screaming.
The president has realigned the government.
He's coming in here screaming, the president's on TV. And I thought, you know, the whole deal was we lost the tower or something again. You
right,
know, you get a little freaky when someone's screaming, the president's speaking.
Yeah, the president needs to address the nation in 2 minutes.
Right.
You start to think national security.
Hey, Tom, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hey, Tom.
Hey, guys. How about like an aquatic theme, Papa, I'm beached?
Share music.
Steve, you're on Run of Fez.
Hey, Steve.
Hey, guys, what's going on? I got a good name for the new Kelly Osbourne album.
Yeah.
Call it Blizzard of Oreos.
There you go.
Awful. Here's Ken. Ken, you're on Run of Fez.
Hey, Ken.
Hey, guys, I know what it's not called.
What's
What?
that?
Bulimia Rhapsody.
All right, doesn't even make sense.
That may be
anymore.
my favorite.
Doesn't even make sense.
What about Appetite for Digestion?
That wouldn't be too bad, actually, but here's Ryan. Ryan, you're on Run of Fez.
Hey, Ryan.
I got a dedication for the album.
What's that?
A dedication to Jared from Subway.
Please.
Jared Fogle.
What is wrong with people? This is a really cute young girl who I think we're looking at the very start of a new career here. A career. This is a girl I think is going to be around for a long time.
This girl could have a career modeling furniture.
God, Fez. Johnny, you're on Run of Fez.
Hey, Johnny.
What's up, fellas?
Hey.
What can we do for you?
I got the new album.
Yeah.
Can I supersize that?
All right, please. Why can't...
Do you get extra tracks on Supersize That?
Stop it. Dave, you're on Run of Fez.
Hey,
What's
Dave.
up, guys?
Yeah.
The name of the album is going to be Pass That Meatball. And the new band name is Fat Slobbin.
Jeez. All right, let me check.
See, I'm not the only one.
No, but I feel like you're leading it, and it's awful.
No.
Earl, you had a chance to see this young girl perform last night. So what do you think?
I thought she did a good job.
She's got the chops.
She's got like the Osbourne charisma going.
Right, she's had a lot of charisma. She's 17 years old. She came running down those steps.
She didn't seem nervous at all.
I know, we all felt it.
Stop it. And, you know, it's a cover song for a young girl. It took a lot of guts to do that.
Now, Earl, you said you saw her last night? And that was just walking outside the building. He could see her from here. She's that big.
She's not that big.
Huge. And only getting bigger.
Here's Norm the cop. Norm, you're on Run of Fez.
Hey, Norm.
Hey, how are you?
Hey, buddy.
How about Bark at the Moon Pie?
Jeez.
The debut effort from Kelly Osbourne.
Tom, you're on Run of Fez.
Hey, Tom.
How you doing, buddy?
Hey, buddy.
Instead of Abbey Road, Rocky Road.
Yes, like the ice cream roll.
Instead of wish you were here, it's wish you were thin. 877-692-1027.
Trust me, it's going to be a huge, huge record, Fez.
Well, something will be huge.
Here is Mike. Mike, you're on Run of Fez.
Hey, Mike.
Yeah, could she go on tour with the Lovin' Spoonful?
Doesn't even make sense. It's like from...
She loves a spoonful.
Yeah, but that's like from 35 years ago.
11 handfuls.
Here is Mario. Mario, you're on Run of Fez.
Hey, Mario.
What's up, fellas?
Hey, buddy.
What at?
Her and her brother going to do a duet on an old Black Sabbath tune.
What's that?
Fat Pigs.
Oh, please. Earl, is it going to be a hit?
Huge.
I say it's going to be huge, too.
Huge.
Can we use a different word than huge?
Joey.
Let's say healthy.
Joey, you're on Run of Fez.
Hey,
How
Joey.
you doing? How about Food in the Attic?
All right. Food in the attic.
She's hiding it there. Are you sure it's not just, oops, I ate that again? Are we sure on that one? 877-692-1027.
We have Patty, who's from Epic Records, which is Kelly's label, on the phone right now.
Oh, great. Listening to Fez's little tirade. This is embarrassing.
Nice.
Here's Patty from Epic Records. How you doing, Patty?
Hey, Patty.
Good evening, boys.
Let me
What's
just say
going
this.
on?
Patty, congratulations last night with Kelly Osbourne.
You guys are killing me today.
Congratulations to the stage.
Well, just to let you guys know, the album is from the Osbourne Family album, which is in stores Tuesday.
Tuesday.
So
And Kelly...
It's all music from the series.
No, Kelly, Papa, Mama, and Brother will all be at the Virgin Megastore in Times Square, signing copies of the album, too.
Oh, is that right? When's that going to be?
7 o'clock Tuesday night.
On Tuesday night. Fez, you want to go down there and do some of your jokes?
Sure.
That would be great, Fezzy. Love to see you down there.
I like to see what her mom does. Because Fez, she will go nuts.
I get hit with a ham.
Now, Patty,
Kelly would let go of it.
Patty, I know that you guys have been checking us out. Is she going to be a sex symbol? Kelly.
In her own way, yeah, I guess.
I guarantee it. I guarantee that poster of her, when you guys put out a poster, it'll be up on every young boy's wall.
Well, I'll make sure I
have
try
big
to
enough
get
walls.
one. I'll get one signed to you guys. How about that?
That would be great.
That would be excellent.
Yeah.
Consider it done. I'll get it to Earl, and then he'll get it to you guys.
All right. Hey, I'd ask her to come by, but she probably should do O&A and not us after what Fez said.
That's all I need.
Yeah, I think O&A would actually handle her nicer.
Oh, that would be a lot of fun. I'll bring another cease and desist for my corn record to them, too.
Oh, we thought that record was out.
Yeah, just like the M&M.
I thought the M&M had been out.
Love you guys to death.
All right, buddy.
Thank you, Patty. Take care, buddy.
Hey, Earl, did you see this thing in the paper where Michael Jackson is now coming out against Sony Records, and who his partners are in this?
Yes, Al Sharpton and Johnny Cochran.
What the F is going on? Here's three black guys you never thought would be standing together, taking on the record companies. Now, I understand that Michael thinks maybe he didn't get enough, promotion or whatever the hell business stuff is.
The label spent $30 million on that turkey.
But I'm saying that's between him and the label. What does this got to do with Al Sharpton? I know he wants to protect black people, but black multimillionaires?
I don't get it.
Here's Al Sharpton's quote. It's our intention to break up the kinds of indentured servant type arrangement. Everyone's always an indentured servant.
Right, that's Michael Jackson. He's been a slave to the man for years.
They want to make it possible where one day the artist on the CD is as big as the companies that put out the CD.
What does it even mean?
I have no idea. All right, here's Johnny Cochran's analogy. How would it be if Derek Jeter had to pay for his bats, balls, and gloves to go out and play for the Yankees? It's unfair. If he had to pay for his own equipment.
I mean, I think the point they're trying to make is that, let's say if an artist makes $1 million from a record,
right,
the label makes 10.
Right.
And they think it should be fairly even.
Okay, I can understand Michael saying that. I can understand, Mick Jagger saying that. What's this got to do with Al Sharpton and his struggles?
I know, why is he involved?
That's what I don't understand.
And will it be another soup-only hunger strike? Until Sony gives in.
Hey, David, you're around the Fez.
Hey, got a spy report for you.
That's what we need.
Spy report. Spy report.
Well, I just saw the proud parents of Kelly Osbourne walking eastbound on 55th past 5th Avenue.
55th and 5th? Where were they going?
Looks like they would head towards St. Regis.
St. Regis? I thought that would be beneath them.
Well, what can you say?
Maybe they're taking the dogs with them.
He's still got that same walk, though, I tell you.
All right, he's got the Ozzy walk.
Yeah, call us in an hour when he makes it to 56.
Stop it.
You got it.
877-692-1027. So Tuesday at the Virgin Megastore, is that right?
Yeah.
7 o'clock.
7 o'clock.
You going to head down, Fez?
All the Osbournes. Well, I think we have to work.
Maybe we'll send one of our kids down there and, have them meet the family and see what's happening.
You know what?
Yeah.
What I'm going to do is if we can spare the interns and send them down there.
Sure, we will.
All right. I want Thing 2 to get Kelly to autograph a pork chop for me.
Stop it. Seriously, man. Hey, Fez, look at me.
What?
The jokes are over now, all right? Now I'm serious.
I'm not going to cook it. I'll freeze it and save it.
I'm going to I'll let Al.
Forever.
I am not kidding with you. I think it's wrong. And I'll let Al speak for me.
What do I have to say? This is not a bit. What do I have to say? This is not a bit.
Wow, what an idiot.
Another implosion last night with the fabulous Al Dukes.
Hey, Cindy. Cindy, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey,
yeah.
Cindy.
Yes.
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 Wow.
What do you want, Muggsy?
She's public enemy number one, and she's gone Ron and Fez.
Where's your God now, Moses?
You see, fellas? What can we do for you, Cindy?
Lay off Kelly.
Why? You're a big fan?
You're all, yes.
How big?
She is going to be so hot.
I have to agree with you.
She is going to be really, she took it, she went with it.
At that way, she could be hot in January.
No, John, no.
Oh.
Quicker.
Fezzy, seriously, is there a reason that you're doing this?
She says quicker.
She doesn't know.
She didn't get
it. That stupid girl.
I dare you to go down to Virgin Records and confront Sharon. She'll kick your ass.
All right, shut up like you know them.
How do you know I don't?
Because you watch reality TV doesn't mean that you know them.
That's crap.
You're just a stalker.
Cindy, here's the follow-up track.
Go ahead.
She hears this in her head. The stupid girl. All right, Cindy.
Come on.
All right, bye-bye, honey.
Bye, Cindy. There she goes. Another happy customer.
Gary, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hi, Gary.
Stop it with that.
Hey, guys.
Stop. Now everything you say annoys me. Now not just your looks.
I can't do anything.
I know.
You're like Al telling everyone to shut up.
You've become my gay Randy, no matter what you says. Gary, what can we do for you?
Kelly's new album?
Yeah.
Yes.
Diary of a Mad Cow.
Stop it, please.
I thought it was dieting like a madman.
Stop it. Matt, you're on Ron and Fez?
Yes, Matt.
Yeah, I got one for you.
Yeah.
Fat out of hell.
All right, I'm not even listening.
Don't hang up. I want to give him a cowbell.
No, he's not getting one.
I want to give him one so bad.
What do I have to say? This is not a bit.
I'm sorry, Al.
Tom, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hello, Tom.
How you doing, guys?
Yeah.
Got one for you.
Yeah.
I'm not hungry. I'll just pick.
I can't even put up with it. Now, here's somebody, another celebrity calling us, Fez.
Yeah?
No, it's not Stephen Baldwin.
Oh, damn.
Our celebrity caller. Du jour. From Sesame Street, it's Elmo, who all the kids love.
Hello, Elmo.
Hi, fellas. Yeah, you gotta lay off this Osborne chick. I really enjoyed her.
You like Kelly Osbourne?
Yeah, I can't wait for her new cover album. She's gonna cover another Madonna song.
What's that?
This used to be my playground until I ate it.
Please. Elmo, that's silly.
Oh, Elmo.
Anybody.
All right.
stop
Why
it.
be foul-mouthed, Elmo? Foul-mouthed Muppet.
Is that Joe Pooh?
I've heard rumors.
I heard that, Macy Gray.
I'm not sure.
Can't confirm or deny.
Here's Mike. Mike, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hey, Mike.
Buddies.
Buddy.
Hey, I got a sweaty news update for you.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Hold
nice.
Sweaty news update.
Nice.
That's
All right.
really-
Well, the album leaked out on the internet, and Kelly does another track.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's a cover tune of Twisted Sister's "Stay Hungry."
All right. Here I believed him for a second. Just because we had a nice sweaty news update.
I think the CD's actually going to be called Fleetwood Big Mac. I'm not sure.
You find this witty? You find this clever, Fez? Is what you're doing?
A little bit.
You feel clever?
Yeah. I'm proud of myself.
Sharon. Sharon, you're on Ron and Fez.
Uh-oh.
Hi.
Oh,
Kelly's new album?
Yeah.
The Wide Album.
Instead of white.
The White Album.
Seriously, you don't think this rocked?
But I ate the last piece of pizza. That's why, Papa, I know you're going to be upset.
Rob, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Rob.
Am I on?
Yeah, buddy.
All right. How about Mopeds and Fat Girls as a new title?
Maybe she had the big fat moped twins.
Moped Twins?
Remember them from the Guinness Book? The two fat guys on the moped, the
right.
two twins, the biggest twins ever.
Whatever happened to them?
I don't know. Heart gave out right after that picture was taken.
Right after the mopeds did.
Pat, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hello, Pat.
How you doing? You know, I remember like a couple of months back, you guys were saying how for the best of on the weekend, how Al was never supposed to pick anything with Al.
Right.
I guarantee
True.
that tomorrow night, that Al is going to pick that one for tomorrow night's best of. And
What do I have to
hearing Al on
say?
the
This
air.
is not a bit.
Pat, why would you ever listen to a best of?
Oh, you know, because I'm out on Friday nights driving around because I work late, you know, and I drive a truck. So I listen to you guys late night on Saturday nights.
So is that when we come on late night Saturday?
Well, so it comes on at 7 o'clock Saturday
I
night.
don't know.
Oh. We do?
I never had the balls to listen to one
I
of our
thought we
best
were
ones.
on like Sunday at 4.
No, you guys are on from 7 to 10, right before Eddie Trunk.
Yeah.
Then Eddie comes in, starts kicking the hell out of this town.
That's right.
Start rocking this town.
Rock it inside out.
Who's he got on tonight? You know, Eddie? I like to hang out with some heavy metal superstars.
Be nice. Be nice for a change.
He always swings them by our office.
877-692-1027.
Bill, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Bill.
Buddies.
Yeah. But
I got fat war pigs.
Fat war pigs?
This pork ain't spoiled.
All right. You know what I'm going to start doing is dumping out of these calls.
Really?
Yes, I'm going to start dumping out.
They're doing their best.
Mike, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hi, Mike.
Hey, Ron and Fez?
Yeah.
All right, she's big with the college girls. Did you know that?
No,
they named the sorority after her. I ate a pie.
All right. You're just grabbing stock fat jokes.
I don't make a moo.
Can I tell you something, Fez? What you're doing to young girls, R. Kelly would not have a bad as soul marks on them as what you're doing.
Speaking of R. Kelly and, of course, the Michael Skakel verdict, both big court cases this week, they will be the subject of tonight's Friday night Fezitorial.
Really?
Yes.
You're going to attack Michael Skakel a little bit, huh?
Michael Skakel, R. Kelly will put these court cases in perspective.
Michael Skakel found guilty today, Fez. And I swear to God, he looks so much like Billy Staples that I can't believe it when I see him on TV.
I call him Michael Staples.
It's like if someone took Billy Staples and cleaned him up.
Right.
Put an ascot on him.
If Billy Staples had money, which he's trying to weasel out of the Long Island Railroad, that's what Billy would be. Billy would be Michael Skakel.
Yeah, right. But he's a Kennedy.
But unbelievable, this case. Prosecutors, they have a 27-year-old case. No eyewitnesses. No forensic evidence whatsoever. No DNA. And they get a prosecution on this guy.
Yeah, isn't that incredible?
O.J. Simpson's got bloody socks under his bed.
Right.
He's got everything against them, and they can't pin him.
Now, did you see, Michael Skakel did not speak for himself.
Right.
Then after he was found guilty, he said to the judge, I want to say something. The judge said, no, sir.
He said, no, sir, and they put him in the handcuffs.
No, sir, you shut your big, fat, rich pie hole. You never had a job in my life, pie hole, you're gone away. You think he did it?
Yeah.
I mean, here's the weird thing. As far as other people bringing up, I remember what happened at night. 27 years ago? I mean, I can't remember 3 weeks ago. If someone came in here and said Fez might have stabbed somebody, I might go, yeah, maybe, I don't know. That was a long time ago. 27 years. I can't even tell you where I lived, what I was up to.
And one of the witnesses was one of his rehab roomies who is dead. Died of an overdose or something last year.
Right.
So that's one of the witnesses in this case.
A junkie.
Yeah.
Who said, oh, yeah, he did it.
Who's not even alive to go into the courtroom.
I don't know, Fez. I think big fat Michael Skakel got screwed. I think there's so many people that dislike the Kennedys up in New England and are taking it out on him.
That it all ended up on Skakel? Well, I mean, somebody did. It was either him or his brother Tom. Because, I mean, that golf club that went through that girl's neck and across her head belonged to their mother.
But if it's that obvious, why didn't they grab him 27 years ago?
That's what we don't know.
Because they didn't get any more evidence in the last 27 years.
Right. Now the Moxleys, they kept upping the reward for any information. It started out, I think, like at $25,000, went to $50,000. Just like 4 years ago, it went to $100,000. Now, with Mark Furman writing the book about the case and Dominic Dunn writing a book about the case, that's what basically got a judge to get a grand jury together. Are they eligible for that reward now?
No, I don't think so. I mean, nobody actually came forward for that.
The only people we know, the guy from rehab, there was a barber that said Skakel talked about it in his barber shop one time.
Yeah. Now, let me ask you this, though. I'm not saying that the guy was railroaded because 12 people sat there and got convinced.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell did they get that we're not hearing in the papers?
The only thing I can figure is that they went with Skakel's own alibi and how he changed that over the years.
Right. But again, if you asked me what I did that many years ago, you think I could stick with it? I have no idea.
Of course not. Almost 30 years ago.
If you asked me 5 years ago, where were you 5 years ago? I would have a hard time saying which house I was living in at the time. I don't know. I can't tell time backwards. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, with Skakel, he said he wasn't there that night. He was at his cousin's. Then, the crazy story of climbing a tree and running a batch that night.
He climbed a tree and jacked, as we all have done at one point in our life.
He got bark burns.
Every once in a while, a young boy will climb a tree and jack near somebody's window. Jeez, what a crazy thing to say. All right, here is Mark. He thinks he knows a little something about the Skakels. Mark, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Mark.
What's up, guys? Yeah, I talked to you earlier, Fezzy, about the catch-up here. My father was the private investigator, actually, for Michael Skakel. I met him a couple of times. I don't think he did it.
All right, what are you basing that on? Mark, and your dad must have did some great work.
No. Hey, the attorney did all the talking, though, you know? So, actually, my father believes him. Mickey Sherman, what he said today on the TV, he definitely believes him. I don't know. I believe him, too. What the jury seemed to go by was basically the witnesses that said they heard him saying he did it. Because basically they're taking it like, you know, who's this guy? We already don't like the Kennedy family to begin with. Next thing you know, this guy is talking 10 years later that he committed a murder and got away with it.
Yeah, but, you know, here's the deal. Then this other lawyer has to bring that out, you know?
He did.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he didn't. He didn't convince the jury.
That this is an anti-Kennedy attitude.
Yeah.
Oh, you're saying the defense.
Right.
Yeah, Mickey Sherman's
Yeah,
gotta
Mickey
handle
Sherman
it.
has got to be able to say, hey, you know, I know some people don't like the Kennedys. I know some people don't like rich people. I mean, you know,
I'm sorry, go ahead.
If they could paint that kind of prejudice for OJ, you should be able to do it for a rich, fat, white guy.
You got to paint that prejudice, and, oh my gosh, this is in your lap. They don't have a shred of physical evidence that Michael Skakel did this. You got to be able to sell that point and take it home.
Yep.
All right.
I agree with you 100%. That's why I think he's innocent.
Yeah, but
he'll be out.
All right, see you later. That's like it's a threat. Here's Mike. Mike, you're on a Fez.
He'll get you. Hey, Mike.
Yeah, you guys keep coming up and saying that you don't know what you did 5 years ago, but if you pick any one very traumatic day in your life, you'll probably remember what happened. Certainly, you're going to be able to remember where you were and what you were doing on September 11th. So this is just another one of those traumatic days that
well, first of all, the kid said he was high. They were all high.
Yeah.
So.
And I got out for mischief night.
Yeah, I mean, there's no way I would think that. Obviously, if he would have murdered her himself, yes, he would probably remember the whole thing. But he was drunk and high, and he changed the story a little bit a couple of times over that. And Fez thinks maybe that's what got him convicted, other than the fact that a couple people said, hey, this guy shot off his mouth a couple times when he was drunk.
Yeah, old schoolmates, a barber, and a rehab buddy.
No, I'm not saying he's innocent or, you know, guilty. I'm saying in 27 years, no evidence has changed, and they haven't come up with anything new, and yet they found a way to put this guy away this time. It's very, very strange.
I can't believe, I'm sure he did it, but I can't believe he got convicted. I thought for sure this Pudsley was going to walk away from this.
Hey, Bill, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you. This whole thing is Kennedy persecution right back to when they were persecuting Smith over this damn rape and all that stuff. They're out to get Kennedy, some of the Kennedys somewhere, all right, and they're bound to get them.
All right, so you don't think that the Kennedys behave poorly? You think?
No, I'm not saying that, but half of them are a bunch of pigs, okay? But every time you turn around, all right, it's Kennedy did this, Kennedy did that, this one did that, Skakel, Smith, whoever.
Yeah.
Now, like you said, if he did this, why didn't they nail him 27 years ago?
It seems like that's when they should have got him easy enough.
Exactly.
I mean, they obviously didn't have any more to go on now, except, you know, his changing his alibi.
And how do they get...
This is how long ago it was that it happened. That the kids in the neighborhood all got together that night and smoked pot and watched Monty Python on TV. They watched the new Monty Python.
You know, that's the thing.
Now,
and the key witness is dead?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was not an eyewitness.
Confession.
It was not an eyewitness to the crime.
Right.
It is somebody who said, oh, I heard him say that he did.
Yeah.
What is that normally even called in court? Doesn't that have a name?
It's hearsay.
Yeah, like hearsay. Thank you very much. It just normally
circumstantial.
No, well, not even circumstantial. Circumstantial would mean you put him in that area. But if Rory goes, "Hey, I heard Ron did it," well, he's got to prove that still. That means nothing. There still doesn't seem to be any solid proof to put this guy there. They can't, like you said, they got that golf club. They can't come up with anything on that? Here's Jimmy.
That should be easy enough. The golf club came from the Skakel house.
What's going on, buddy?
That limits your suspects. Hey, Jimmy.
Yeah, I just got to let you know, I'm as surprised as anyone about the verdict. I definitely thought he'd get off. But not only that, but I'm pretty sure that he was really confident that he was going to get off. I actually saw him 2 days ago in a restaurant in Norwalk. That was actually the day that he got in trouble for leaving the courtroom to go get lunch.
He's starving.
Yeah, he's
Michael
starving. What are you
Skakel was
going to do?
starving. He had to have a meatball sandwich.
Doesn't make him a bad guy, But I saw him in the restaurant, and he was just talking away, looking as confident as that, anything. If there was a jury out deliberating whether I was going to get, go to jail for 25 years, I'd be in the bathroom throwing up.
Yeah, here's the other thing. You always have a feeling that this guy's been a half a retard his whole life. He's born into a rich family, but it didn't seem like he himself would have had a dime if he had to make it on his own.
Oh, no. I mean, they talked about the schools that he went to and what a messed up kid he was.
He was just a loser his whole life.
Yeah, but I just, honestly, it's just a guess, but I just don't think he did it.
Well, Dominic Dunn was sure that he did it. And who else did the deal?
The Furman.
Robert Furman wrote a book.
Mark Furman.
Oh, yeah, Mark Furman.
But, Mark Furman, of course, he looks like an idiot in the O.J. trial.
Right.
Any evidence he gathered in O.J.'s trial is thrown out. Any evidence he's gathered in the Skakel trial, he's a genius.
Right.
The phenomenal Mark Furman.
It's an nerd, too. He's a hero on the East Coast.
This guy definitely should move to Connecticut.
All right, this is my opinion.
Yeah.
All right, here's one of my favorite parts of this case. Skakel tried to get tried as a juvenile since he was 15 when this murder happened, which meant he might not get punished at all because Connecticut has no juvenile facility in which to lock up a middle-aged man.
Well, that's kind of an interesting deal there because let's suppose he would have been caught for doing this when he was 17 and they figured out he was drunk and high. He probably wouldn't have done a lot of time and maybe just went to the nut hut. I would have certainly been out a long time ago.
Yeah, would have been done by now.
Care in the world.
And would have gotten tried as a juvenile.
Right. But you have to think to yourself, all right, if he did do it and he's been hiding this as an adult and not standing up for what he did when he was a kid, he gets what's coming to him, being tried as an adult, because the adult kept that quiet, what the kid did all these years.
All right, let me ask you this. Let's say you're 15 years old, you're Michael Skakel, you do this horrible thing.
Jacking the tree?
Yeah, the murder.
Oh, I thought that was the horrible thing, that he climbed the tree and jacked.
You did one of the horrible things. You killed Martha Moxley. 27 years later, now you're convicted. How far along in the timeline before you think, hey, I got away with this? 5 years? 10 years? How long before you start feeling comfortable?
Well, apparently that's some of the people who said that he mentioned it, said he was drunk and said, I got away with murder. Well, let's just leave it at that.
Because I'm a Kennedy.
Right.
And you're no more a Kennedy than I am. Jeez, you're a Skakel.
Well, who married a Kennedy?
His aunt is Ethel Skakel, who married Senator Robert Kennedy.
And you're saying that don't make him a Kennedy?
No, he's not a Kennedy. If it was like Robert Kennedy's sister's son, Michael, yes. But forget it on this, trying to back end your way in this way.
Stuart, you're on Ron Fez.
How are you guys?
Yeah.
I was just calling to say, I never read the book by Mark Furman. I believe it's called Murder in Greenwich.
Mm-hmm.
But in the book, I did hear him talking about it one time, and I believe he says that the reason why the crime wasn't solved 27 years ago was the fact that the Greenwich police, number one, had never investigated a crime of this magnitude, and number two, they were essentially afraid of the Skakel family, insofar as they wouldn't seek any search warrants to search the premises, and at one point they had asked them for consent to search their home, and they obtained that consent from the Skakel family, and apparently once the Skakel family realized that their son or sons were a suspect in the crime, they ceased to give any further consent for any search warrants or cease to assist in any way further in the investigation.
See, that's
and
what
at that time.
That reminds me of,
yeah.
Hold on, that reminds me that they are Kennedys, because the Kennedys will close in the ranks. And
That's for sure.
You can love them or hate them, but they stick together, Fez. They stand back to back with those Irish Dukes up.
Like the Notre Dame Leprechaun.
When someone starts to F with the family, for anybody in the family, the whole family are taking their jackets off.
Also, gentlemen, I believe somebody mentioned that they don't have a place for a middle-aged. If he was tried as a juvenile, they wouldn't have a place to put a middle-aged man for a juvenile crime.
Yeah.
I was thinking maybe the local rectory.
Thank you.
There you go.
Another anti-Catholic thing. Thank you very much. We got to take a break here, Fez.
All right, the Fezitorial will be up next.
So that'll give everybody a chance to go to the bathroom.
What?
No.
Stay by your radios and listen.
Is it going to be good this week?
Yes, it's good every week.
Really?
Yes, you got to hear one of these. You'll love them.
I'm just going by what Rory said.
Rory!
He's told me don't bother.
Really, Hamptons? Is that true?
He's a Skakel. He's not even a Hamptons, he's a Skakel.
He's bright red. 877-692-1027.
Coming up next, the Fezitorial on Ron and Fez.
1027 WNEW, New York. Ron and Fez. Frequency 1027 WNEW.
2 high-profile court cases, 2 teenage girls, 1 Fezitorial. Well. Michael Skakel is convicted of killing a 15-year-old girl the same week that R. Kelly is indicted on child porn charges with an alleged 14-year-old girl. And I haven't been this intrigued with lusting for underage girls since... Well, gee, come to think of it, I've never been intrigued with lusting for underage girls. But what really grabs my little Skakels is the fact that these 2 cases are 25-plus years apart, and in that time, we still haven't learned what's proper behavior with teenage girls. Now, granted, these 2 incidents are very different. One crime was allegedly committed by R. Kelly, a hard-bodied R&B superstar with washboard abs, whereas the other was committed by Michael Skakel, a wealthy socialite who answers the endless question, what would Porky Pig look like if he was human? Seriously, not to be cruel, but that fat alcoholic looks so bad, he looks like someone took David Crosby's old liver and dressed it in a yacht captain's suit. He's a mess. And even though the cases are different, I think both R. Kelly and Michael Skakel can learn lessons about dealing with underage girls. First of all, R. Kelly, you need to learn that you can't bang underage girls. Michael Skakel, you need to learn that you can't bang underage girls. In the head with a golf club, idiot. Michael, you need to learn you can't run a batch while sitting in a tree. Or, you need to learn that you can't run one on a girl even if you're hung like a tree. R. Kelly, you can't watch underage girls on videotape. Michael Skakel, you can't watch underage girls through their bedroom windows, you fat F. If poor Martha Moxley had looked out her window and seen your fat ass rubbing out a batch of that famous Kennedy chowder, the shock would have killed her right there. Now, R. Kelly, you need to learn that you can't invite underage girls to your home. Michael Skakel, you need to learn that you can't go and invite her to an underage girl's home and then kill her. Boys, there's plenty to be learned from these 2 criminal cases. Michael Skakel, you need to learn you can't put a shaft through a girl's neck. R. Kelly, you need to learn that you can't put your shaft in their other body parts. R. Kelly, you can't play whiz games with underage girls. Michael Skakel, you can't whiz yourself in a drunken stupor and then start confessing to murder. Skakel, you need to learn you can't get out of this just because you are a Kennedy. Kelly, you need to learn you can't get out of this just because you know Jane Kennedy. And Michael Skakel, you learn that you couldn't go to trial as a juvenile. And R. Kelly, you'll learn that you can't sit through your trial listening to Juvenile. But you know, this whole thing reminds me of growing up in Pinellas Park, Florida, where kids had a name for underage girls. They usually called them Mom. But it was there that I learned how, just like in the Michael Skakel case, people can get upset around golf equipment. I remember Mother practicing her putting out in the barn with our handyman named Boo-Boo. Now, I don't know what kind of green Mother had set up out there, but I know that Boo-Boo was upset about the size of her hole. He couldn't believe how big it was. and he complained about how huge and gaping it was. He said he could get 2 balls in there, not to mention his entire wood, and that... Wait a minute. Mama had a stretched out choo-choo. Anywho, Michael Skakel and R. Kelly, even though you're very different people, these cases are very similar. I don't even want to get into how prospective witnesses Robert Kennedy and Aaliyah were mysteriously silenced. Nice work, boys. But it won't save you. Skakel, you're already found guilty. And R. Kelly, you're on your way to trial. So let us just say it for all the teenage girls out there that we're here, we're queer, we will not disappear. This has been my Fezitorial. Thank you. Please let Ronnie know the Fezitorial's done. He can come back in the studio.
Oh, that was good, Fez.
You missed another one.
Well, I heard the music, and it sounded great.
Yes, the music's excellent.
What did you do to the Fezitorial one?
I talked about the R. Kelly child pornography case and the Michael Skakel conviction.
Timely.
Thank you. Yes, topical.
That's beautiful because
that conviction only came down this morning, Ronnie.
Right, so it proves. You're not one of these guys taking all week.
I get the job done.
Hey, guys, we have Peter, who's the editor of the Greenwich Post, who was there in the courtroom when the decision came in.
Really?
Really?
Yes.
When the Skakel decision came down?
Yes.
Nice.
All right, here's Peter.
Good work, Rory.
Peter, you're on Ron and Fez. How are you, sir?
Very good.
Yeah.
Love your show.
Thank you, sir. What was the feeling there today in the courtroom?
People were literally about to crap their pants. At about 10:40, the buzz came in, and everybody started whispering, verdict, verdict, verdict. And nobody told us to be quiet, but we were. And Skakel was like bopping around like a puppet on a string, standing there. And Sherman was pacing back and forth, and everybody was just... And the Moxleys, you know, they looked nervous. And then they brought him in, and like 2 of them glanced Michael's way. And they said, well, is he guilty or not guilty, the clerk? And when the jury foreman said guilty, Skakel winced, and they pulled him, and then he said, judge asked the prosecution defense if they wanted to say anything, and they said no, but Skakel jumps in, and he says, I would like to say something. And the judge shot him down right there and said, no, sir. And then they made an argument for bond, which is given, and the judge said, but bond is revoked, take him into custody. And you could hear the click of the handcuffs all the way across. And they let him out, and a couple hours later, they took him to jail.
Now, Peter, why do you think the judge said, no, you can't talk?
No, you can't talk. Well, Skakel is not a lawyer, and he doesn't represent himself. And I'm sure they'll give him the chance to talk once he's sentenced. But I think the judge probably just thought that it was, you know, inappropriate for this kind of venue.
So he's going to get sentenced on July 19th, anywhere from 10 years to life. What are you thinking, Pete?
I think the judge is leaning towards the max. I mean, this judge is... You know, throughout it all, I won't go so far as saying he wasn't fair, because, you know, the consensus they generally was fair, but his decisions tend to lean towards the prosecution. This is a case where there's a lot of sympathy for them, and I think, you know, the judge is gonna side with the prosecution, and he's gonna slam him.
Now, were you there throughout most of the trial, or just...
Yeah, I was there off and on. I was alternating with one of my reporters, because, of course, I got editor's duties, too.
All right, let's just suppose, you know, you're not a reporter, but you are part of the jury, because you were there enough to hear most of the stuff, and I'm sure you know that every piece of evidence that came in. Would you have found him guilty?
You know, that's a really, really tough call. You know, instinct might say yes, but the thing is that there's another factor in all this, is that I know Alon, the place he was at, very intimately, because I was a client there myself in the early 90s.
That was his rehab school?
Yeah.
Yeah, that don't make you a bad person.
I know. I know. But having known that kind of environment, and knowing the kind of people who went through there, and having told my share of lies there myself, you know, to impress people, you know, I can only say, you know, what was going through his head. He'd just been returned from running away. You know, obviously, you know, he wasn't one of the more trusted residents. You know, who knows the credibility of what he said?
Right, because if you're in lockup of any type, you try to put yourself out there as being a tougher guy than you are most of the time to get a little respect.
Exactly. I mean, I can only say that when I first got there, I lied like a dog, and you know, but you know, that's what teenage drunks do.
Right.
You know.
So they actually had to quiet down the courtroom today when the verdict got read.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely, and I mean, when they said guilty, a shout came out, and this woman, you know, kind of shouted, and then they quieted it down, and Skakel was trying to smile, but it was obvious, that, it hit him, and someone from inside the court told me afterwards that he was sweating like a pig back there. That was his quote.
Now, the people of Greenwich, did you think that they thought that he was guilty or innocent?
Primarily, they thought he was guilty.
Yeah.
For the past 27 years, they've always just thought that?
Well, he hasn't been a suspect this entire 27 years. I mean, there was Tommy at first, and then there was Littleton, and, Michael's only been a suspect for about the last 6 years or so, after the broadcast when the Elan students started to come forward.
Right.
So no one bought the Tudor story, that it was Martha's tutor that killed her?
No, I think the prosecution and he himself, plus his ex-wife, did a pretty good job in shooting that down.
All right, thanks a lot, Peter.
Hey, take care, guys. You guys rock.
Yes, we do.
All right, that's
Thank you
Peter.
very much.
Editor of the Greenwich Post.
I'd like to be editor of something.
Wouldn't that be nice? That's a nice title to have.
What am I going to do? I mean, edit, you just tell, you take stuff out, right?
Yeah.
I could do that. I can't write, but I could definitely cross off things.
This sucks. Get rid of that.
Right.
I don't want this in there. Move this here.
Give me a red pen, and I'm going to write more punctuation no matter what.
Be more descriptive.
And don't let sentences run on and on. Because apparently when I used to write reports, it was just one sentence.
Yeah, just several commas through it.
The Aztecs were a bunch of crazy people down in South America. It would just go on and on like that. I know, I wish I was an Aztec. I don't know why I would always add that at the end.
I wish I was an Aztec. They were very, 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 very good people.
They had their own tools. He would always bring up tools. All right, Skakes. He's in jail tonight. Maybe
Skakes doesn't skate.
That's too bad. Hey, we had a very, I hate to say this, but it really is true.
White people are so scared of black people.
This is a true story from last night. Now, normally Fezzy and I share a cab when we leave here. Every night, Fez and I walk out together, and Rory and Al and Staples all grab a cab together. Last night, because it was raining so hard, I stayed back, probably, under some shelter at the Brooklyn Diner.
Right.
Fez went out to get the cab, and Earl had an umbrella, so he stood out there holding the umbrella so Fez could be under it with him.
It was very nice. Because I didn't have a jacket or an umbrella of my own or anything.
And I mean, it's just coming down sheets like movie rain. That's how it's raining last night.
And freezing. It was a cold rain. I was shivering out there.
So, I said to Fez, when you get a cab, I'll just book from under the shelter, come running up and hop in with you. So Fez would keep yelling, here comes a cab. Boom, the cab would go by. We never have this problem. We figure out after about 4 or 5 cabs, they're not stopping because they see Black Earl.
That was the entire problem, because here's the thing. Those 4 or 5 cabs that are going by, they're slowing down. And that's why I'm yelling to Ronnie, here's the cab.
Right, and I start to come out, and the guy looks at them and takes off every time, thinking that Earl is going to get in the cab.
One guy actually came to a complete stop twice and took off again.
Just out of his own fear?
I guess so. Because he saw Earl standing there with me. And finally, when we got there, the cab that we did get to go home in, it was, Earl saw it coming down the road. The light had changed at 57th and Broadway. It was headed towards 7th. The light had changed. Earl saw it in the distance and said, I'm going to back up now. I'm going to back away from the curb now.
Can you imagine? You got to say that in the year 2002, that a black man has to say, I'm going to back up, Fez, so you can get a cab.
Yeah. Now, I used to think Danny Glover just over-exaggerating, overreacting, crazy man in an African dress, can't get a cab.
Why would you ever think? Because the man put on some native African garb once. You think he's insane from that point on. Somebody's got to be wearing Wrangler jeans for you to feel like, well, he's just a good old NASCAR guy.
My point is, a cab driver probably wouldn't stop for any man in a dress.
Yeah. Oh, but it's true. Lenny Kravitz was right.
Yeah.
Danny Glover was right.
It's all absolutely true.
Now, you would think.
I was groped by the hand of prejudice last night.
Here's the weird thing about that kind of prejudice. We're not talking about white people driving by.
No, you're right. It's not white cab drivers not picking up black fares.
Most of the guys that drive cabs when we hop in them were pretty much what you would call Middle Eastern, I guess.
Sure. Who, all right, not, to put anyone in a pecking order, but who are you looking down on, people?
Hey, just so you know, I think there's the F word somewhere in this song. Although it's a rockin' song. I don't know where it pops up, though. It's just, I know at one point he says, F you, I'm a survivor.
I wouldn't worry about it. We got a dumb guy that is just aces.
Oh, beauty.
So
wake up, dumb guy.
Mr. Cab Driver, only takes about yourself.
Hey, Linda, you're around the Fez.
Hey, Linda.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Linda.
Oh, I'm just saying, like, it is very sad that happens, but think about it. Like, you look at statistics, like, who's in jail? Like, who does most of the crimes? Like, who wants to pick up a black dude, like, like a cab driver? He's looking out for himself. Not to say that white people don't do the same thing.
All right, let me just say this. If you want to drive a cab in New York, the rule has to be you pick up everybody who sticks their arm out. It's not up to you to decide.
No, I don't think so at all.
And I'm reading the papers. I'm not seeing cab drivers getting jumped anymore, Fez.
Yeah, we don't have a lot of cab driver crime now, do we?
Yeah, here's the thing. You're on 57th Street in Manhattan. It's one of the most expensive places in the world. Who do you think is hopping in this car here?
I don't know, dude, but you never know. Like, I'm serious. Like,
Well, wait a minute. But you
don't
know
about me and Ronnie either.
Yeah, right. You think because white guys get in a car, they're so nice?
No, I'm not saying that at all.
But you're saying, why would you pick up anybody? Obviously, I feel the same way. I would be nervous to drive a cab. But I'm saying this, if you're going to drive a cab, you got to pick up everybody. Earl has
And is he a large black man, or is he just like a little small black man?
What's the difference?
Well, there is a difference. I don't think I'd stop and pick up a large white man either.
Then you shouldn't be a cab driver. You're a little girl who's afraid. And you're also a racist.
White people are so scared of black people.
That's the definition.
Yeah, I drive through Newark every day, okay? And, I've never been chased by a white person in a car. I've been chased by black people and almost ran off the freaking road.
Why, are you flipping them off?
What?
Why are you getting chased by black people?
No, bull, are you kidding me?
I'm asking you, you stupid girl, why are you getting chased by black people?
Because I honked. I honk at white people all the time. I'm not getting chased. I honked at a black person one time, and I'm like, they're chasing me, rolling down the window, screaming at me. And I'm not a stupid girl.
I'm so sorry they didn't catch you.
What?
I'm so sorry they didn't catch you.
All right, so let me just get this right. Because a black guy chased you in a car once, and we're going to have to believe you. You're saying that all black people chase people in cars.
No. I'm not saying that. I have a lot of black friends.
Oh, now you are a stupid girl.
No, I'm not a stupid girl. I also got chased by a black man one time walking down the street at night. I've never been chased by a white man down the street at night.
Anytime that you do that, I have a lot of black friends. That is just the racist flag going up.
Right, that's the racist motto.
Yes.
No, it's not.
That's exactly it.
I was a Chinese girl at school. 2 of my best friends were black. But, when it comes down to it, seriously, look at statistics.
All right, thanks a lot.
The stats that you can't show us.
And wait, here's your theme song, Linda.
The fact that I can't show you.
Mike, you're on Run of Fez.
Hey, Mike.
Fez?
Yeah, buddy.
What's up?
Yeah.
Hey, they don't not pick up black people because they're scared of them. They don't pick them up because they're scared they're going to have to drive them up to the Bronx or Brooklyn and spend 2 hours in traffic.
So you think that's the main thing, but also...
Definitely. Yeah, I mean, talk to a cabbie next time, ask him, he'll tell you. Because they drive them up and they spend an hour and a half in traffic.
All right, thank you very much. All right, we do have some cab drivers here. We'll see. We have some cab drivers on the line.
All right.
But we know now not to be near Earl at nighttime.
Yeah, I am so naive, I never thought this was a real problem.
Hey, Paul, you're on Run of Fez.
Yeah, how you doing, Ronnie?
Yeah,
hey,
buddy.
Paul.
Yeah, it's not a fear of crime. I mean, I drive a cab.
Yeah.
They don't tip. And then it's always an adventure. It's always like, wait for me here, I got to go there. And who needs it?
All right, where's Earl at? Let's see if he tips at all. Let's see if this is actually true. So you're saying, Paul, the main thing is not you're worried about getting shot or anything. You're saying black people
The majority.
Yeah. All right. Thank you very much.
All right, you're welcome.
All right.
877-692-1027. I got to get my own umbrella.
I know. Here is Rob. Rob, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Rob.
Hey, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with the last guy. I'm a cab driver myself, but also my wife's a waitress. It's tipping. I mean, black people, there's good and bad in all colors, but they are the worst at tipping, whether it be in a diner or getting into a cab.
All right, tell us
nothing.
What kind of tip do you expect off, let's say, a $10 fare?
I'm looking for $1 to $2.
Okay, $1 to $2.
Tip.
And you say black people don't tip at all.
Nothing. If 1 out of 100 will give you something.
All right, so if they gave an extra $1 or $2, Fezzy, all blacks would be picked up. Is that right, Rob?
Well, they got the pant leg rolled up, the hood, the do-rag. Half of them look like they're about 10 seconds from a hold-up.
Now,
Once you get one thing settled,
Right.
there's always something else that's going to keep a black person from being picked up.
Now, let me tell you, Earl doesn't look that way. Although, I guess, he is a big black guy. He's dressed in black.
Right.
But still, he's clean cut, I think you would say.
He's clean cut, but when Earl is, out on the town, we've been out with Earl to parties. When he's in the long black coat and the glasses and everything, Earl looks like a bad mother.
All right, but here's the truth, though. If you didn't know Billy Staples, you would say he was a badass, too, because he's got that face that's like 10 miles of bad road. He's pretty thick. And you're thinking...
The hair's everywhere.
Yeah, the hair's everywhere. He looks like a crazy guy.
We did that one time when we were going to Paisanos. We got on the train to head down to Little Italy.
Yeah.
And Ronnie's saying, look at our guys on the train. When the whole staff was with us, he goes, who would you even sit by? If you didn't know our guys, who would you even sit by?
We're a filthy-looking bunch. Here's Justin. Justin, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Justin.
Hey, what's up?
Yeah, buddy.
I have a tip for how to pick up cabs.
Yeah.
Because I'm a black guy, and I was on your show. Remember the bikini night? I was on there. And after I was getting off there from Kew Gardens in Queens, I tried to get a cab home because I had to go to class next morning. So some cabs were just passing me, and I was having difficulty getting them. So one of the cabs, I just go right in front of them. I just put my hands on the hood and said, "You're picking me up."
All right, so it does happen all the time to you, Justin?
I rarely take cabs, so if I have to do that, I do it. So I'm usually a public transportation guy. So.
All right, I understand, but let's just say this, because, let's face it, Fez, you and I never had to deal with prejudice in our life.
No.
So when you're putting your hand out and they're going by, you start to think to yourself, okay, this is because I'm black.
Well, unfortunately, the way our world is, you gotta be like that. It's stupid, but...
It was really weird last night, because the time of night we leave here, there's cabs by the handful out there.
Yeah,
we never
there's
have
tons
to
of
wait.
cabs. Yeah, there's tons of cabs.
We usually send Billy into the street to get two of them, in fact.
Right.
One for the guys and one for us. Last night, fat-ass Staples almost got run over by the second cab he was trying to hail.
Sure, because they see Earl somewhere in the neighborhood.
Well, my method wouldn't work for him.
He might come bouncing in, kill them, and not leave a tip. Justin, do black guys tip?
Oh, I tip.
Yeah, you do tip, right?
Yeah, I tip every time.
Yeah. All right, thanks.
All right,
Thanks, Justin. 877-692-1027. We couldn't get a cab last night because Earl was holding an umbrella over me in the rainstorm, and they're whipping right past the black guy.
Here's Dave. You're on Run of Fez.
Hi, Dave.
How you doing?
Yeah, go ahead, buddy.
Yeah, I actually asked a Haitian cab driver once about it, and he said that he didn't pick them up because they run. They don't want to pay their fare, and they just bolt.
Kind of the cab version of dining and dashing.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how true it is, but this was a Haitian guy. So, that's what he said.
All right.
That's it.
That's it.
I have trouble with that there's so many African-American people running away from their cab fares, that this is an epidemic.
Here's John. John, you're on Run of Fez.
Hello, John.
Hey, guys, how you doing? A lot of love for you guys.
Thanks.
Love listening to you.
Nothing but love. Nothing but
I'm a
love.
bartender, and black people just don't tip ever. I'm sorry to say it, and I have friends who are black, not black friends. I don't want to play the race card, but they just don't tip.
So you're saying this is the same deal. If you're...
I've been behind the stick for 20 years, Ronnie,
All right.
and I'm telling you, this is an on... Just get a couple black guys on. Just give them, just examples of what, a dinner tab would be, and ask them what they tip. And you'll get the answer right there.
All right. That's a good experiment one night.
On a $100 tab, they'll leave $6. you and I would leave 20. That's why they like us.
They're thinking 6%.
Oh, yeah.
6%.
And you should get Earl like a big white umbrella. Maybe he could just hide under it.
All right. All right,
Always
thanks.
have a good night.
All right, see ya.
Poor Black Earl, he was so nice to me last night to stand there in the rain with me. He didn't have to wait there.
Please, nice. He went and cost me another 10 minutes to stand outside. Well, literally, when I started to hear you, I'm going, what the F is with these guys? Because I'm back about, 10, 15 yards under the shelter. When I figured out it's because they're not stopping because of Earl, I felt kind of dirty.
Yeah.
I felt like a white guy down south in the 50s.
Well, at first it had to seem like a joke to you. I'm calling Ronnie every 2 minutes, and you start to head out in the rain, and there goes the cab down 57th Street again. Of course, if Roy had loaned me a slicker like I asked, I wouldn't have the problem. 877-692-1027.
Hey, C, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, C.
Fellas.
Yeah.
Have people ever taken the fact, as a black man myself, has anybody ever thought about the fact that by the time we get picked up, we're so pissed off because 100 cabs have gone past us that we don't want to tip anybody?
I got news for you. Last night, and I think you probably noticed this, Fez, I gave a huge tip for the guy who did stop.
Oh, yeah, I did notice.
I figured, what the hell? This guy stopped. I'm going to treat him like $1 million.
Right.
Hey, I'll tell you guys something.
Just so he can pass the word.
Right, I gave him over 100% tip, just so I'm thinking to myself, this guy did the right thing, so we ought to do the right thing for him.
Ronnie calls that pay it forward.
Yeah, I paid it forward last night, like that little dead kid.
That's exactly what I do all the time. If I get picked up in the first 2-3 minutes, I over-tip
Right.
to show my appreciation.
But you got to remember, the guy who does pick you up after 15, he ain't the guy who's been passing you by all the time.
He's the good guy.
Yeah, he's the good guy.
Right, exactly. You always take that into consideration.
But you know what? I was thinking about this last night. If I'm black, I'm walking with Al Sharpton. I'm still being pissed after all this time. Now, normally, I don't give it much thought. Last night, I felt like I was a victim of prejudice.
We were.
And I was ready to march on Washington. I was pissed off.
We were discriminated against, Ronnie.
Yeah.
We were basically hit with fire hoses last night.
Wow, that's going a little far.
We were that wet.
You were that wet. I stayed very dry.
I was freezing.
And then
I huddled up into Ronnie.
I
tried to hug Ronnie in the cab.
I had to give him a shove. I had to say, keep your sloppy, wet shirt off me.
It was just sticking to my hairy chest.
All right, thanks a lot, C.
All right, fellas, take care.
Thanks, C.
Here's Derek. Derek, you're on a Fez.
Derek.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
We're hanging in.
All right. Yeah, I'm a black guy, and and I actually, when I go out, I tip 18%. So 18%.
Nice.
So what these guys are saying is really not true. And I don't make a whole lot of money. I mean, I make a decent salary, and I just do the right thing. I like to go out and eat, and I just do the right thing.
All right, let me ask you the truth, Derek. And I mean, with your black friends or relatives, whatever, you think they're poor tippers, or you just think this is a lie?
I'll say this, it really depends. I mean, the guy's right. When you see the guys with the do-rags and the pants hanging down off their ass,
right?
Those, I would even, I grew up in Brooklyn, so I'm not really afraid to go anywhere, but I could see how someone would be a little anxious about picking up somebody like that.
Yeah, I don't want the tip thing to be the excuse because it's just pure fear.
Yeah.
If you're afraid, admit it.
All right, let's say the truth. If the tip thing were the reason, right? Mm-hmm. You think an old lady would ever get picked up in New York?
Exactly.
Because she's giving you 2 quarters.
I used to be a paper boy. Those old ladies have no idea what a tip is. They wouldn't know how to tip. So that's saying that they would never get picked up again. It's just a lie.
Exactly.
All right, thanks, Derek.
Thanks, guys.
All right, see ya. We got a lot of hot chicks hanging out here tonight. Sweet Melissa, we haven't seen forever, is hanging out here. Nurse Myra with her little low-cut jeans.
She's real feisty tonight. She's just running all over the green room. She's having a good time already.
Let's just call them, let's not even call them low-cut. Let's call them what they are, pony jeans. The pony's practically out. The cleft of the poon is out. Lisa Croft's here, Fezzi, and not drinking a 40.
Really?
Yeah.
She cutting back?
I don't know what
Or did she find a 60 somewhere?
60.
She doubled up. She's got a couple of 80s out there.
All right, Sheepy's also here tonight.
What, is there another prom?
Yeah.
Is he in formal wear? Because now I only want to see Sheepy in formal wear.
Sheepy said he would like to go visit his grandmother in Hawaii, but he just doesn't have the money.
And just wondered if the listeners could help out.
Here's Mark. Mark, you're on Ron and Fez.
I hope he gets that 50 off a Hawk. Hi, Mark.
Hey, guys. How you doing? I just wanted to let you know that there was this movie years ago called Where's Papa with George Segal. You You guys have seen that?
Never saw it.
Okay. Well, there's a scene in there where it's in New York, and there's one of the characters dressed in a gorilla costume, and he's standing on the corner waiting for a cab, and there's a black guy who's also hailing the cab. The cab driver whizzes right by the black guy, and without hesitation picks up the gorilla.
That's so awful. You know what? We ought to do this.
Is this a documentary?
We ought to.
No, it's a comedy.
We ought to do this next week. Have Earl on one side of the street, and we'll put an intern on the other side wearing like a mask, like a Batman villain mask or something.
Like a henchman there?
Yeah. And see who gets picked up first. I can't imagine. I mean, I think that you could be holding an axe and get picked up before Earl.
Poor Earl, when he finally said to me, you know, at that point, I'm cold and I'm wet. And
how long
I'm
before you started getting it, though? That they're not stopping because of Earl?
I think it was probably like the fourth cab who stopped twice and then took off. Because I'm going, this is ridiculous. We never have trouble getting a cab. And that's when it hit me.
Earl. And there he is. He's talking away. He's smiling.
Yeah.
And he figures out.
And then when he said it so sheepishly, I'll just step away from the curb for this one. Let me step away from the curb now. And he said it so soft and so hurt.
Was he hurt or was he just used to it?
It was like the same old thing. Here we go again for poor Earl.
You know, I honestly feel...
And he took the umbrella with him.
Last night, if I would have won an Olympic medal, I would have put a black glove on and I would just put my hand up in the air and taken my shoes off.
Nice.
I don't know why those guys ever took their shoes off, but...
They should have put on black socks.
They were barefoot. Here's Andrew. Andrew, you're on Mount Fez.
Hello, Andrew.
Hey, Boris.
Yeah.
What,
You know, back in the 60s, Sammy Davis Jr. was headlining all those clubs in Vegas.
Yeah.
And they wouldn't even let him sleep in those clubs. He used to go to, like, the outskirts of town to sleep.
You know, I actually, and I believe this was in Sammy's book, Fezzy, Yes, I Can. And...
Brother.
Which he should have called Yes, I Can if Frank Sinatra says so. That's a little Spinal Tap joke. There was a thing where he was in Vegas, I believe. This was in his book. He dives in the pool, right?
Right.
The hotel manager comes out, freaked out that his headlining act, who he never sees as his headliner, he sees as a black man, is in the pool. They call out the pool boy and they drain the pool.
Oh, my gosh. Not only kicked him out of it.
Yeah.
But drained it and cleaned it.
And that's what I felt like happened to you and I last night.
We had our pools drained. You know, bad enough that would happen in the 1960s. It's 2002.
Right.
And we had to feel the ugly hand of prejudice across our breasts last night.
And you know what? Let me explain something else. Like I said before, these aren't white guys picking us up.
Yeah.
These are basically, if we wanted to be prejudiced, we could call them shoe bombers.
Right.
Shoe bombers are driving the cabs.
Yeah.
Anthrax spreaders are driving the cabs.
These are guys that are barely speaking English, that you know none of them are from this country, and they're turning down, and they're being prejudiced. They're turning down the fares.
Alexis, you're on Fez.
Hello, Alexis.
Yo, what's up, fellas?
Hey, buddy.
What can we do for you, Alexis?
You know, one of my clients, this guy, and I don't give out handies, I'm a real estate agent. This guy buys buildings, $1 million, cash down, all cash deals. And how indignifying is it that when we go out and stuff, business dinners, he can't even get a cab. He's like, why don't you get one and meet me there? He's got to call a limo because he's black and he can't even grab a cab. This guy's got more money than all of us put together.
It's just so strange. It is absolutely strange to me.
I thought for sure it was an exaggeration. I thought, well, here's Nutty Danny Glover going off again.
Why? You know what? And that first girl who called,
yeah,
through Newark, she drives through effing Fairlawn, not Newark.
Right.
I live in Newark, all right? You ain't getting chased by no black guys. You might get chased by a few Puerto Ricans, but you ain't getting chased by no black guys. She has no idea. Look at that.
We're all going to put up with that.
The way people drive on the road today with the road rage, you honk at anyone, you're taking your life in your hands.
Who are you honking at? Stop hitting your horn. We're all stuck in the traffic. All right, thanks.
No.
All right, thanks a lot.
All right, here comes Black Earl.
Jeez. Here he is, Schlep Rock.
Earl.
What'd I do now?
We were talking about you last night.
Thank you so much for trying to keep your Fezzy dry last night.
Yeah, I had an umbrella, and you were trying to hail a cab, and things went horribly awry.
Things went really bad. How long do you think we were out there? 15, 20 minutes?
At least, and your shirt was completely soaking wet.
Oh, yeah. Fezzy was soaked to the bone.
It was just sticking to me.
You were sitting over the underhang laughing at both of us.
Well, here's what happened.
Because it was coming in sideways, that rain.
Oh, it's pouring.
It was
horrible.
smacking us. And here's the thing. By the time we realize what's going on, I'm already wet and Ronnie's still dry.
Right.
I'm not going to go change places with him. The joke's on me at that point.
I would have slept on the Stalker Patty couch before I would have got wet.
My favorite one was the cab. He stops. He missed the stop. Then he saw me, and then took off again.
Yeah, stopped twice.
He stopped twice, got a look at me, and then he just took off.
All right, Earl, some of the cab drivers were calling us and saying, no, they won't stop for black guys, not so much because they're afraid that you're going to hurt them, but because you're such bad tippers.
That's not true at all.
Do you tip?
Absolutely. Always.
What do you tip on a $10 fare?
$12, $13.
All right, so you'll give them 12 or 13 if you're $10.
Yeah, I mean,
That's
whatever
more
the fare is, I round it to the next dollar and then figure out a tip.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, so the deal there is, and I was bringing this up for people who said this, if you really thought it was, I'm not picking up anybody for bad tips, then no white 80-year-old women will be getting picked up in Manhattan. You know they're not tipping.
Yeah, because they're going through their change purse looking for 2 bits.
Right, and they literally think, if I give this young man a quarter, he'll be able to go out and buy a pork chop. They don't know.
Back with the pork
When I was
chop.
a paper boy, I used to have an old lady give me 5 pennies every single week. She had a penny jar, she'd take 5 out.
You gotta go back and kill her.
I had a barber once. And, like, when we were waiting in line to get our hair cut, she was like, can you run to the store and get me something? She tipped me a nickel.
Right. I think that's a good thing.
And it was, yeah. And then she looked at me like it was a good thing, and I'm just staring at the nickel. I was like, what am I going to buy with a nickel?
Hey, Barry, you're around Fez.
Hey, Barry.
Yes?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I just think that it's there's a lot of discrimination out there, but it's also, I think a lot of these cab drivers perceive that white people have all the money, and this is what they're going after. I mean, I tip, and I tip reasonably. If I'm in a situation where I'm not going to give a decent tip, it's because the service is lousy. And if people are getting really lousy service, maybe that's why they're not tipping.
All right, Barry, you black or white?
I'm black.
Okay. Yeah, and so's Earl now, so are Fez and I.
Yeah.
We've all joined together after last night.
We were raped by racists last night.
Black by proxy.
It's a perception thing. People think that if they're not going to get a lot of money. Also, I think it's also a local. If people think that you're local, then they can't rip you off by driving you 10 miles out of the way and demanding a tip. Maybe they feel that maybe upper middle class white women can be intimidated and into getting a bigger tip. I don't know. I mean, I've thought of everything.
I'm telling you right now, upper white middle class women are not big tippers.
I would know.
You know?
But
I'll tell you who good tippers are. Dope dealers. Dope dealers throw money around anybody.
Yeah.
They love it. I would love to pick up a crack dealer because I know he's going to throw you 20.
That doesn't make him a bad person.
No, it don't make you a bad person.
Makes him a good tipper.
Yeah, it's supply and demand. Who am I to say? Don't make you Michael Skakel, that's for sure.
Oh, no, not at all.
I never gave it much thought until I got out of the military, and in my Marine Corps uniform in front of the Hyatt Regency Hotel, I couldn't get a cab. In uniform. So that's when I really started thinking about it.
That's disgusting.
Yeah,
it is
disgusting.
It really is.
Last night we got bent over and stooped by racism.
One of my oldest friends, he worked for the Giuliani administration. He was wearing like $300 and $400 suits. Couldn't get a cab. Ever.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Ever.
But this doesn't happen all the time. More
now
often than
Bloomberg's
not,
taking
I
away
do
the
get
city
a cab,
cars.
and I don't have to wait long for one. I mean, there are problems, but most of the time, it's not a problem.
I don't know whether you're supposed to figure out a way of setting some of these guys up, but they shouldn't be able to have their cab license if they're not picking everybody up.
Earl, have you learned any tricks of the trade of how to get a cab that you do? Yeah, I know you didn't play any last night.
Get a woman to do it. Because they think women are easy marks.
Yeah.
They don't know they think they don't know where they're going.
Yep.
They could jack up the fare a little bit and get a tip.
Yep.
All right, thanks, Barry.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Barry.
All right, thanks a lot, my friend. Here's Brian. Brian, you're on Fez.
Hey, Brian, what you got for us tonight?
Yeah, I just wanted to make the point. I don't think it has anything to do with the crime rate or who's most likely to commit those crimes. I mean, my wife is black, and I'm white. And every time we go out, I mean, I have to look at her face so sad, and she just knows she has to take a couple steps back if we want to get a cab.
You are kidding me, Brian.
Absolutely, it's absolutely true.
All right, so it's so
not
awful.
not every time, but I mean, it's like more often than not.
But you can tell when it's happening. Like last night when it dawned on me and my date Earl.
Well, it's like most white people, they don't really see it happening until they're in a situation where it happens. Then you just know it. You know what I mean?
Until they're with a black person.
No, I had no idea this went on till last night when we took the hot schlong of racism right across the lip.
All right, easy.
What?
Earl, you said you did something like this on the O&A show?
Yeah, when Danny Glover complained about not being able to get a cab. O&A they took Ben and I out. We went out to 8th Avenue.
Yeah.
Ben stood at the corner. I stood at the middle of the street. Cabs just flying by me. Ben's waving. Got a cab.
Thinking I'm sure.
Immediately.
And immediately he says, I'm going uptown.
Really? Yeah, that's funny. But I'll tell you this. In this town, a lot of times, Fez and I, the time of night we come out, we see cabs fighting over us.
Yeah.
Or a guy will be driving.
We'll cut each other off.
Yeah, a guy will be driving west, see us, pull a Yui in the middle of the road because they're not going to grab as many fares at the time of night.
No, as a test, you should go to, I don't know, like Puffy's place or somewhere like that and see how many cabs go by before they pick them up.
You know what I would like to do, too? Maybe we put you out one night and we'll put a white guy in a mask and see who gets picked up first.
I was hoping to make one more point.
Put him in one of those prison stripe uniforms.
Go ahead, Brian.
I was just going to make the other point, how you were saying earlier that they shouldn't get their license if they're not going to pick up everybody.
Yeah.
And I agree, because it's not like you can go to any other place where, like any restaurant, a nice restaurant, where a tipping is involved, and you say, okay, I'm not going to serve this person, or else you get a lawsuit slapped on you faster than anything. Why are these men or cab drivers able to make that decision and say, I will or will not pick up this person?
Well, it is against the law. You can't discriminate.
Yeah, but who's going to bust you? That's the problem.
The cops will crack down on it for a while.
I did some instant feedback that Ron and Fez, you guys were actually like C. Thomas Howe and Soul Man last night.
Yes, we were.
Yeah, that's right, Al Dukes fan. We really were. All right, thanks, Brian. We got to take a break.
It's like we got boned by racism without benefit of lube. That's what happened to us last night, Ronnie.
If you do those kind of jokes, people are going to think this is a bit, but...
What do I have to say? This is not a bit.
You understand that, everybody?
What do I have to say? This is not a bit.
Fez and I were victims of racism because...
White people are so scared of black people.
And apparently, shoe bombers are even scareder.
Yeah. We should relive some of those Al Dukes moments last night.
What do I have to say? This is not a bit.
All right, let's do that. We'll come back. You'll have to hear Al melting down, having a breakdown.
Once again.
Plus, we'll bring in some of our chicks. Some of the Ron and Fez girls are drinking tonight, and maybe we'll get them to kiss or whatever we can do. It's the Ron and Fez Show.
Ron, Fez, 1027 WNEW.
We're Ron and Fez. Hawk, that promo didn't play.
Call 800-516-TOOL. That's 800-516-TOOL for...
Has he definitely taken a transformation?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I love it.
Would we call it a meltdown?
It is a complete, he is not the same person at all.
Right.
He's imploding.
He doesn't sound like the same person. His voice is completely changed.
Now, you remember, you were here the night that he cried sensitively with Cowhead and you both holding on to him.
Yes, and
Did you think he would ever turn into this guy?
What do I have to say? This is not a bit.
No, because he reacted... He pushed something over and then all of a sudden started crying. I mean, it was like,
something?
Oh, no, don't be mad.
You thought he was sensitive then?
Yes, I thought he was sweet.
That night, it was Sweet Melissa who went in the production room and was holding Al's hand while Al cried in Cowhead's lap.
Yeah, Cowhead was just slowly mopping his brow and saying, there, boy.
Mm-hmm. And I believe, wasn't it Pantera that hauled Al out of the studio?
It wasn't very hard either.
That caused him to push over the foosball table.
Right. And I'll never forget that night because when you carried him out of here, Al kind of went stiff on you, and it looked like when they pulled Jim Morrison off the stage in Connecticut. It was just all madness around him with one guy just staying stiff in the middle.
Pantera actually put him in a reverse bear hug, was able to get his arms all the way around Al and just pick him up.
Now, we won't, get Al all fired up tonight, but just play a couple clips from last night when Al Dukes has slowly gone from the dull guy to literally the madman.
Now, this is no drinking. This is just conversation in the studio. This is last night. Gay Randy was in the studio with us.
You're not involved in the show with witty contests. There's nothing. There's no contest. Okay?
Okay.
And I also wanted to make this clear. Do you think this is a wacky bit, like I'm going to go out the room, and then when you come out of the room, it's going to be, hey, that was a great radio. This isn't radio bit. I'm serious.
No, my
Do you know? Do you know that?
Al, you challenged...
Do you know it?
You challenged me not to be
Randy,
gay.
do you know this? Look me in the eye and tell me that this is not a bit.
What?
I am pissed off at you. This is not a bit. Do you understand that?
Understand what?
What do I have to say? This is not a bit.
All right, Al.
Do you get it? Say yes or no. Into the mic.
Al.
Huh? Say it. Yes or no.
I'm gonna have to think about that.
Right. Then get out.
All
And
right.
of course he didn't.
No, Randy stayed right where he was.
Al eventually got out and locked himself in our office. We put the Horde King on with him. That didn't even work.
No, that didn't work. Stephen Baldwin called in.
Yeah, well, I mean, we went after all the big guns that we had.
Sure. And then Al, this is right before Al locked himself in the office. They were still going at it. Well, Al was going at it with Randy. And Randy said a word that I guess Al just hates.
Straight jackets?
Oh.
I just said straight jackets.
Yeah, and it was stupid and inappropriate and it wasn't funny.
It's what they put.
So shut up!
It's what they put a crazy person in now.
Yes, and it's not funny. And it adds nothing.
A straight jacket.
So shut up!
It's what they put a crazy
person
in.
You know how annoying you are on the radio? You suck so bad on the air. It's not funny. You add nothing. It is boring to death. So you do New York a favor. This station a favor. Just shut up. Get out.
Ron and Fez, what do they put a crazy person in?
Yes.
Straight jacket.
Well, what does that even mean?
And that's when the plexiglass copy board got shattered.
Which I remember Al saying that he would pay for a new one, and now see that he's crazy glued this back together.
The optimum word there being crazy. He crazy glued it together and tried to put this plexiglass back in one piece.
Now, all of us are here, and we've all known Al for at least a year. Would we Baker Act him? I say yes. I say that he needs to be taken away and get some rest.
I'll sign it.
All right, that's two. I need one more.
I'll sign it.
All right.
Thank you.
Help out.
I know we got Horde King.
Sure.
Here's Tom. Tom, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Tom.
Hi, Fez. How you doing?
Good, buddy. What can we do for you?
Al reminds me of the guy from Full Metal Jacket, Pyle.
And basically, for the last year, we've been putting soap and towels and beating him with it. And now he has completely lost it. And he put his job on the line. It is no joke. 1 week from tonight, during the show, we go downstairs. We go into the courtyard of Hooters. We'll have a small ring set up there. These guys will put their gloves on. And the difference here is, loser leaves the show. It will not be a tie, Fezzy, because it's Thunderdome rules.
Welcome to another edition of Thunderdome!
Now, Thunderdome, there's only one real rule to it.
2 men enter, 1 man leaves. 2 men enter, 1 man leaves.
2 men enter, 1 man leaves. It'll be, I guess, an unlimited number of rounds, whatever it takes to finish this fight. It's one fight downstairs, the courtyard at Hooters, 56 and Broadway, 1 week from tonight. Winner takes all.
Winner takes all.
Someone is leaving this show. We have finally, Ronnie, got the go-ahead to get rid of someone on this staff.
Yeah, we talked to Jeremy about it. It's the only way that we can settle this. Like all corporations, you box each other, and the cream rises to the top. Now, this is, of course, if Al doesn't completely melt down and starts yelling, "I want my cigarettes, Nurse Ratchet," at the top of his lungs.
Ronnie, this is what happened to me today before the show. I'm in Jeremy's office talking to him, and we're talking about how quickly Al imploded.
Right.
Just fell apart on this job. And Jeremy's bringing it up, and Jeremy says, when did Al start working for you guys? Jeremy goes to his drawer, pulls out Al's file in front of me, just to check the date. What falls out of the file? Remember that first night Al drank and he wrote that crazy note?
Oh, yeah.
And slipped it under Jeremy's door?
Yeah.
That thing falls out on the floor, and I just start laughing. And Jeremy goes, I'm just holding on to this. Knowing he's got a crazy person on this staff. And he may need evidence later on down the road.
Now, if that isn't weird enough, here's Jeremy, who's, our boss. Al goes to him yesterday and says, can I beat up this gay Randy if he comes in, if I have him sign something first? He sits in a meeting. Al tells me that. I'm going, please don't say that to the boss.
I know, please don't go to those... You don't start a meeting. Don't go to a meeting without us and try to talk to the boss about crazy stuff.
Right.
So Jeremy says to him, you want to punch gay Randy.
Let's bring Al in, too. And no craziness, Al. Just be normal, Al, tonight. It's Friday. Everybody's drinking.
Try not to get any plexiglass in your beers, people, in case Al starts throwing crap.
Al?
Yes.
What did you say to Jeremy yesterday in a meeting?
I said, I prefaced it by saying it was going to be a crazy question, but I was going to ask it anyway, and I just said...
So you tell him, now I'm about to start talking crazy.
Yeah.
Now, do you do that in your normal voice, or is it like an old woman?
Or are you using a sock to talk with?
No, just like I'm talking...
Mr. Hyatt wants to ask you something.
Now, I know that he asked you if it was a bit, and you said, and this is out of his office.
What do I have to say? This is not a bit.
Al, when you hear that, do you feel like that's you?
No, I feel like I'm listening to like when you guys play the drops from when I'm drunk.
Right. So now you can't remember what happens when you're sober.
Well, I remember, but it's just I don't know why it gets that far. That sounds very weird.
What did you say to Jeremy in a business meeting?
So I said, this is going to be a crazy question, but if I have a listener come in and he signs a release and I write in addition to the regular release that he may get punched in the face by me if he comes in, and he knows that coming in and he signs that, is it okay if I hit him?
What'd he say?
He looked very puzzled. Sure. And then said, well, I can't tell you to... he said, it's interesting. It is on the release, so technically he knows that's a possibility if he comes in.
So you're forcing the boss now to have an intelligent conversation with you, whether or not you can beat up listeners who visit the station, even though they're invited.
20 minutes we were in the office.
God.
Lord, I hate to hear these things.
Oh, God.
And then Ronnie and I don't know any of this is going on. We can't stop it.
And he ended up by saying, I can't give you permission to punch a listener in the face.
Were you shocked?
No, I wasn't.
Did you expect him to say, sure? We here at CBS back you up 1,000,000%. We're having Letterman starting to hit people with bats in the street.
If they wanted that, they could have kept Bryant Gumbel.
All right, so you talked to the boss today, Fez?
So I talked to the boss today, and we're talking about how Al is just nuts anymore.
Right.
Just explodes at the drop of a hat. And he says to me, he tells me about the meeting you had. Now, Al, you didn't tell us this part. Jeremy says he brought up to you, who is it you want to punch? It's gay Randy. Jeremy says, in an extreme example, Al, what you want to do is what the people of Wyoming did to Matthew Shepard.
Oh,
what's that?
Punch a guy for being gay.
Oh, no.
Jeremy said he told you this.
Oh, no, he brought up that...
Matthew Shepard.
Yeah.
And that, Al...
You're in a business meeting, and your boss brings up Matthew Shepard to you.
It was fully explained. I was not hitting the guy because he's a gay guy. I have nothing against... I'm not out to beat up gay guys.
Why him, then?
That.
Jeremy Coleman said he had to tell you we can't endorse hate crimes here.
Is there any other reason why you hate Randy so much?
I just hate there's many reasons. The fact that he's a radio whore, that he'll come on to just any show.
That could be any of the people who come in.
No, but he is particularly...
That's everyone in the room.
Yeah, everybody here has called the morning show. They've called Pharrell.
Right. No, but he is tied to the event that I was drunk and blindfolded and then tricked into kissing the guy. So he's tied to that event and he can't move beyond that. That's all he talks about.
All right, we're going to try to get him to move beyond that and talk about other stuff. Well, next time you guys are in together.
But no, there's no. We don't need to bring him in. He doesn't need to be on the show. He has nothing that he never adds a thing.
Well, he's training you. No, he's training you, and we're sending both of you to the Poconos. There's only one room, but there is a huge bed.
Yeah, I think it's a queen.
And a beautiful hot tub in there. It's heart-shaped.
So it's a nice training facility in the Poconos.
That's the kind of stuff that annoys you.
Yeah, because then we're on the topic again.
All right, now, how did you get to Rory? Why fight Rory over all this?
Rory is just, every day he's now the guy that wants to join in on all the Attack Al fun stuff, and I'm the guy who got him the job here.
Right.
He was doing nothing at the radio station. I thought he had potential, so I brought him in, I showed him what we do, and now every day.
Let me ask you this. Is it because Rory's the one who saw you in your mother's wig, and she doesn't really live upstairs from you? That's you going up there and putting on that wig, and then going, Norman.
Are you trying to get rid of a witness?
No, just...
Al, I've heard you being compared lately to Cape Fear, the guy in Cape Fear. That you're sitting in front of Randy when he's trying to watch the movies, and you're smoking a cigar and laughing real loud.
No, but there's no reason for Randy to be in here. He's in here only so we get me screaming like a maniac.
No.
And that's stupid.
Why would we do that?
That's his only talent.
All right, now let me ask you this, Al.
What do I have to say? This is not a bit.
Why would you permit us to get you to that point? Why would you not just go, I'm going to go with it, and I bet they don't invite Randy anymore?
Because I can't just sing in the room. I want to beat the crap out of him.
All right, now, and then I won't bring this up again because I know it annoys you. But we'll just, because tonight you seem like you're in a normal mood again.
Right.
When Horde King said last night that you're probably not gay, but Randy may bring out feelings inside, curious feelings, how did that make you feel?
That's every shrink on every dumb Oprah-type show, and he's that guy. And all it is, I have no gay feelings. I don't. That doesn't...
Just curious feelings?
No curious feelings. There's none. I like women. Only. And that's it. Why is everyone so fascinated by it? That's what I want to know.
This gets back to sounding like the hate crime thing that Jarvis
No.
So because of this, you're willing to box Rory and put your career on the line. You are going to say... Loser leaves the show.
Yeah, I mean, everyone pushes me to the limit. They like, oh, Al never gets upset. Now I'm gone crazy on the tapes, and now people are like, now it's a new guy. Yes.
All right, I'm going to add something to sweeten the pot for you. If you beat Rory in the Thunderdome match, which we're all excited about.
Welcome to another edition of Thunderdome!
Not only will Rory be off the show, but so will Gay Randy.
Perfect.
And we will get rid of, and you can erase...
I like a big butt or a penis.
All of these annoying drops.
What? I have gay feelings. Boring. When I'm interested in one guy, if he doesn't pan out, I'll bang this guy.
No! We get rid of all of them, Al. Perfect.
All of them?
All of them.
And there'll be no one here to make the new ones.
Now, not only that, at no time
he's got us there
in the future,
because Al doesn't know production either.
I know production.
He's got us there.
Not only that, but we'll put this on the line. Fez and I will not make gay Al jokes.
What?
No gay stuff. We gotta, the guy has put his career on the line,
right.
Fezzy. We owe it back to him. There will be no gay Al jokes. Not by me or Fez. Anyone on the staff will be sent home, or guests. A guest will be cut off and driven away. And if anybody like Billy or anything makes a gay joke, Earl, they're out of the studio and stay out.
Sounds good.
Now, having said all that, we will keep these things.
I like a big butt or a penis.
For long after we forget you. Fezzy and I will be 80 and working a cruise ship as radio DJs. Still playing like polka music and throwing these drops in.
I have gay feelings.
And people go, who is that? And we'll just be, it still works, Fezzy.
Back in 2002, we knew a guy.
We used to gaslight him.
Oh, how he liked a big butt and a penis.
But to this day, I think he's gay.
I like a big butt or a penis.
By the way, the next number, B6. 26, we'll be working bingo games with these drops.
And it'll be Gay Al's bingo.
Lisa, you're on Ron and Fez.
Lisa.
Hi, Ron and Fez.
Hi, honey.
I just wanted to ask Al, since he's in a good mood tonight.
Yes.
How come he can't admit that he's or maybe he wants to consider that he's really angry at you and Fez, and not really at Randy?
Now, I even brought that up last night, and I brought it up with Horde King, and Horde King said no, and you said you were a little bit disappointed in us that night, Al.
Yeah, that the setup was that you had a couple of girls in here lined up, and you said we're going to blindfold you, and you have to guess which one kisses you, and then you moved the girls out while I was blindfolded and brought.
Well,
the
none of the
gay guy.
girls were moved out, and he was in the room at the time.
Absolutely was not in the room at the time.
How do you remember that? During your blackout?
No, I remember it from the situation after.
You know so many details of a blackout.
He was in the room at the time.
He was in the room.
Oh, regardless, that doesn't make it any better.
All right, but I'm just saying.
And who made you stick your tongue out? None of us ever said it had to be a French kiss.
I mean, you're asking a guy that was blacked out. I mean, you could. That doesn't make sense.
Who knows every detail of the night?
No, I'm not saying I know every detail of the night.
I don't want to make you angry, Al.
Well, you're doing it.
You have, Lisa.
I know why you're yelling now.
Well, what is again? This is the subject.
No,
why would you call with this?
I don't want to make you angry.
Well, then hang up, because you're making me angry.
Okay,
there we go. No one cares.
Come on.
No one cares about my life, so hang up.
Last night you scared a listener.
Yeah.
She had to call in frightened.
Okay, so we understand that, Al.
Gotcha.
So we don't want angry Al tonight. She just said, could some of this, and Horde King said no, not at all.
Well, he would know. He's an expert.
Thank you. I mean,
That's what I say. I go to him with all my stuff.
We've gone out of our way to get you help. We had Horde King, we had Stephen Baldwin.
The very best that money could buy. Without spending any.
Right, without spending.
Right.
On our budget. Now, if you think that Fez and I were somehow involved in that mix-up and had any responsibility, I apologize to you for that.
And I've moved beyond that.
So have I. I moved beyond it the second it happened.
It's that this guy, that is his life now.
Right. It's him.
That's his life.
Right.
His life is he's got to get on the radio any way he can, whether he's making requests on rock shows or whether he's in here being the gay guy.
Are you just sitting there with your radio trying to find him wherever
you
you
don't have to find him. You just turn on a radio, he's there.
Al,
he's a whore.
I'm going to tell you the truth. It's not true. You're giving him a bigger persona than you need to.
No, right. People here at the station today, after they heard me going mad on him yesterday, they're like, yes, he was on this show, this show, this show. He's on every show.
Who said this to you?
John, the old radio chick producer.
Oh, okay. What shows did they say Gay Randy appears on?
He appears on the radio chick show.
Right. I love the fact you give his old title instead of his new one. But go ahead.
Opie and Anthony.
Right.
This show.
Right.
He's calling the chick now on the other station.
But don't you think that most people who call or that like talk radio, especially the station, pretty much like all the shows or some variation?
Yes, but when the topic is, okay, tonight we're talking to Earl can't get a cab because he's a black guy. He'll call up and go, do you think they pick up gay guys? Everything he does has got to be...
But he didn't do that.
Absolutely he did.
He wasn't on here tonight.
No, that's my example of how he gets on every show. That's why he called in the other night. I was talking about interracial couples.
All right.
You didn't mention gay guys. That must mean you're gay. No. It means no one's caring about your life constantly.
I know that you're angry with him, Al. But 1 week from tonight, we go downstairs to Hooters.
In the courtyard.
Right.
You fight. Rory beats you. I can't tell you what a celebration that's going to be, the fact that you're off the show. And I'm saying that as somebody who, believe me, I've gotten a lot of material out of you. And this whole fight makes me nervous because I'm always thinking, well, at the back, all I can do is ask Al his opinion, and it'll be wrong, and everybody will come running in from every direction to disagree with him.
Well, would you bet against the guy that you have that sound drop of? This is not a bit. That's an angry guy. I'm an angry guy.
What do I have to say? This is not a bit.
Even hearing that, Al, I have to tell you the truth. It sounds like an angry 5-year-old, just so you understand. Fine. It doesn't sound like an angry man. Your voice gets higher, you stomp, you act pretty childish. And when I offered to send Gay Randy away, Horde King said to me, Ron, what would you do if one of your children acted this way?
That was a good question.
Yeah.
He's so wise.
And I had to think to myself, I thought, I've never seen my children act like that ever.
I've known your children all their lives. I've never seen them act that way.
That doesn't mean that you're the mother or we're two dads or anything. So any of those...
Let them think what they want, Ronnie. We don't care.
This is not a bit! Fezzi and I are not together!
Let them think.
I want my cigarettes, Nurse Ratchet! I want my cigarettes!
Al, that's what you look and sound like.
Well, here's the thing. I've seen everybody in this room get upset about something and throw a tantrum. Whether it's on the mic or not on the mic, everyone has done it. Everyone does
hold
it.
on. Sweet Melissa,
I called Billy an a-hole during the break. You're right.
You saw Sweet Melissa throw a
Not Sweet
tantrum?
Melissa. I'm saying the people that work here.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
You saw the Hawk throw a tantrum?
Maybe when he was drunk.
Okay, so you're making this stuff up. Al.
It happens. I'm not the unique guy here that gets upset and might smash things or punch things. That's not unique around here. Or
It's
get
pretty
upset.
unique.
Oh.
No, it's
Well, Earl, you do it.
Earl
Yes.
stomped on the telephones
Yeah,
one
Earl
time.
smashed the telephone.
You're the other nut.
Right. But Al, with this anger, and you're saying, you talk to Ronnie, the guy on the drop is really angry, and that guy can fight.
Right.
It's never the guy you're fighting that you're that angry at. You get so unfocused. You were never that angry at Black Earl. He beat you in 50 seconds.
All right, Al, also, here's something on the instant feedback. Matty Friday says, please let Al know that we'll need interns in Trenton. I'll save a spot for him in the next
Here's the thing,
rotation.
Matty Fridays. That's hilarious because you can look at my resume, Matty Fridays, and I worked on national shows. I've worked in New York City. You will work there, and that is all you will ever do. And wish you were here interning while you're waitressing at Fridays.
He's not waitressing. He's working in
waiting. He's waiting table.
Al, let me just ask you, and we'll move on because...
Waitressing.
And he's not waiting tables. He's working in radio now. He's working at a Philly station.
He's not at Fridays at all?
He's working at a small New Jersey radio station.
That I believe goes into Philly, he said.
Possibly, if the wind blows the right way.
All right, that's not how radio waves move. I'm not Pete Johnson,
I know the station
but I know wind doesn't move radio waves around.
That station he works at, when I was maybe about 8 years ago, that was like considered the college radio station.
We now end our broadcast day.
Coming up next, it's Freebird from Trenton.
As the wind calms down, you don't hear the end of the song.
I'm lightheaded.
There's two interns with a fan on top of the station.
Trying to get the signal.
It's a rock week.
Oh, damn.
It's a big rock. Blow out the jams. It's a sticks and stone weekend.
All right, but Al, you're fighting with everybody now, and sometimes, Al, I hate to say it, you're even fighting with children. Here's somebody I want you to talk to. It's Gary, the O&A kid.
Oh, you're going to give us an update on the game? Yes, the game that's on the biggest network in America. Yes, and it's what are we, 20 minutes into the game? What's the score in basketball now? 20 to 15. It's really going to be close near the end.
One at a time. Children.
You're giving us an update in a game that's going to end near 100, and it's probably 15 to 10 right now. It doesn't matter.
You friggin' retarded strength loser.
Al, if I turn this around, nobody's going to Six Flags. You don't understand that?
Great. Ronnie's turning the show around.
I will turn the show around right now.
And take it right back to 7 o'clock. Damn it.
Where's Lisa Croft heading off to?
I gotta pee so bad.
No, here's what I say. I see Earl leaves and then you leave. And there's a makeout.
What's going on?
We're obviously doing it in the stairway.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead, go pee.
The Club
You
Garrett.
gotta go to, Myron?
I have to go.
Can we watch you?
All right.
Okay. Wait a minute.
Al, would you, I want to watch you too, please.
Sure, let's go.
Alan, would you and Gary just say sorry to each other and then we'll move on?
I just did.
You know, I'm sorry to him. He's a loser. He doesn't deserve my sorry.
Right. You're 12.
Right.
Hey, Gary.
Do this friggin' spy report that way. I want to ask everybody in the studio, do I do a good spy report?
Yes, you do.
Yes, you do.
Thank
You never give the right. You just go.
Never give the right.
They
you
just
little
shot a
friggin'
3-pointer.
Al,
Who shot the 3-pointer?
He's 12.
Who shot a 3-pointer? Yeah.
He doesn't
Fine.
have a master's degree.
They just say in a friggin' fight, but you know what? In the end,
Neither do you.
I am victorious. In the end, I am victorious.
Gary, I just want to tell you.
I'm still on the air, right? Am I on the air right now?
Yes.
I am victorious, so I shut your mouth.
I think he's drunk. Gary.
What?
I just want to tell you something. Sweet Melissa's here, Gary.
Hi.
Hi, sweetie.
Hi, honey. How you doing?
You sounded great. You sound like a little man.
Thank you.
That always changes his tone.
All right, did the game start yet, Gary?
Yeah, it's on right now. I'm watching it.
What's the score?
Spy report.
Yeah.
9-4 LA.
9-4. This isn't baseball. It's basketball. Give us a call back in 2 hours when the game matters.
Al, shut your mouth.
The game just started.
Shut your mouth.
You just gave
a real call.
You just gave an NBA spy report of a 9-4 score. That's great. Thanks for the update. Give us a spy report on the Yankee game after the first pitch. Let us know what's going on there. That'd be a great update.
All right, thanks, Gary. We'll talk to you at the end of the game.
Bye.
All right, bye.
They threw 1 ball. It's 1 ball to 0 strikes.
All right, Fezzi.
What is wrong with doing a spy report that says the game, too, is underway? I don't understand that.
Now, either next Friday night, we will be having the...
Welcome to another edition of Thunderdome!
Thunderdome Boxing down at Hooters next Friday. Everybody's invited if you want to come in. And, of course, Thunderdome rules are...
2 men injured, 1 man lead.
Now, we will be losing a producer, Fezzi.
That is right. We're going to be shorthanded one way or another.
We need to pick up one. Here's somebody that I believe should become the next producer for the show.
You have someone, Ronnie? You have a candidate?
I have somebody lined up, and we'll see how you feel about her, Fez. It's a female producer.
Really?
But I think that this is the kind of producer who will produce results. It's Hannah.
Hi, Hannah Han.
Hi, Fez. Hi, everyone.
Hey, Hannah. Yeah. Now, Hannah, you're wearing a green wig with, or is that your real hair?
It's one way to find out, right?
All right.
The dress is up and it's not green.
Oh, my God.
Now, is that a wig or is... all right,
the panties are off.
Down.
And oh, my God, it is green.
Oh, jeez.
Green is...
Hannah, put that away.
That's
put
for you,
that
Daddy,
away.
to warm that up for Father's Day.
The skin is green.
She says that's for you for Father's Day. So awful. What are you wearing on your hair? Is that your real hair that's dyed, or is it a wig?
It's as real as Kelly Osbourne's hair.
Oh, you're like our Kelly Osbourne.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
You look at my ass, remember?
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. How are you?
That probably got dumped.
She looks like that Osama, the lady who won Miss Pageant.
Oh.
Miss America.
Oh, Miss Osama.
Yeah,
she thought Miss America was the Miss Osama pageant.
Thank you very much.
Mrs. Bin Laden.
I'm somehow
Hannah, what have you been...
Santa, whatever.
What are we doing? What have you been doing lately, darling?
I've been doing fine.
Other than pulling your coochie out in public.
Actually, I'm gonna be on E! Entertainment on July 16th.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Wild on E!
Wild on E!
Nice.
Jeez.
That's for sure.
Yeah. I have a new boyfriend. His name's Glenn.
Really? Yeah. What's happening with Glenn?
He's doing fine. Yeah.
What does he do for a living? What's he directed?
Oh, no.
Because I know you like a lot of film directors.
That's right.
That's your favorite.
I like a lot of directors.
What film directors have you been with?
Oh, God. Where do we go again?
Yeah.
Okay, the director who directed Andy Kaufman movie, Man the Moon.
Milos?
That was Milos Forman. Milos Forman.
Yeah. I went out with the guy who directed Born on the 4th of July.
Oliver Stone.
Okay.
And you said he made you pretend you were the Napalm Girl.
That's right.
You would run around naked, and he would yell, "Incoming!"
Actually, I'm feeling hot. Can I be naked this time?
No.
Why not? Come on.
Come on, look at her.
Jacket's off.
She's been crazy.
I like to be naked around beautiful girls.
I know. You like the girls, don't you?
I do.
Now, your new boyfriend, does he mind that you like the girls so much?
I think he likes to be part of the action.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Well, which guy doesn't? Unless he's gay.
Al, would you like to be with 2 women at the same time?
No, I'm one-on-one.
That's a lie. That's not what I heard. I heard that you like 2 guys at the same time. I heard that you have a crush on Earl?
That's a good one.
That's why you're fighting with him?
She doesn't know, Al.
Now,
She
Hannah
doesn't
Hahn
know.
just walks in the studio after months and months
Right,
of us
she's
not seeing her. And
missing in action.
She starts in on Al. Why is that?
I don't know.
By the way,
I don't like him because he's the producer who doesn't produce the results.
That's true.
Right.
And you know what? Like, I'm the producer who produces the results. Aren't I, girls? Come on, girls. Yeah.
1 week from tonight, you may be replacing him.
And congratulations on hosting the World Cup at your house.
Oh, thank you. I would like a cup of that.
All right,
She's
stop
putting
with
in Nurse Myra.
Thank you.
She's so beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Wouldn't it be great if we could get China and Russia together, Fez, right here on the show?
Finally.
Or wherever everyone's from.
Thank you very much.
But,
What, are you from Russia?
No, I'm Serbian.
Serbian.
Oh, that's the same thing. They
Yeah.
all look
Oh,
where-
we're the girl who screams at us, I'm not Chinese.
Where are you from? Vietnam, Hannah?
I'm not from Vietnam.
Yeah. Where are you from?
I'm from Jackson Heights, Queens.
Ronnie, the Far East Side.
That is not exactly what you would call a Queen's accent.
At least I'm not from Flushing, like all the Koreans are. Oh, wait, you're from Flushing? Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Hey!
You're from...
Oh, Hannah Hahn just noticed there's other people in the room.
Correct. Hey! What happened to the strippers? I thought they were going to be strippers tonight. I brought my doctor with me.
What doctor?
I have a
Dr. Feelgood?
Yes, I do.
Your gyno?
Yes, I do. I have Dr. Feelgood with me.
What's he got?
No,
Anything
it's
for the
a
head?
she.
What she got? Well,
She got something
help me
for-
relax?
Something freaky for us later tonight. Oh, yeah.
What do we do?
Something to go... You know?
Look, she's actually in her doctor's uniform.
So, Hannah, how are you doing?
Oh, jeez. Here we go. We're into something.
No,
This
I'm
is
very
some weird
concerned
show.
about her.
We just walked into someone else's act, Ronnie.
It's improv.
So, Hannah, what's your problem this evening?
I don't know. I have an itching.
Do you?
Yeah, itching in my coochie.
Oh, my goodness. Now, the coochie itch is that's the worst thing you can ever imagine.
Really?
What do you want to do about it? Can we fix it for you?
Yeah, why not?
Really?
Can we?
Well, you
All right,
know
here
what?
we go. Here's the start of the act.
Different things in my bag.
All right, what does she have in her bag?
Pick it off. No!
Oh, jeez.
Oh, shit. The battery fell off. I'm sorry.
All right, they're pulling out little instruments of fun.
Sure.
Can I have fun?
Yeah.
I want you to hear this. This will take care of all of your problems. Your gonorrhea, your chlamydia, herpes.
God. None of that
yeah.
stuff sounds sexy.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
This is quite a sexy act
Oh,
we're
my
putting on
gosh.
here.
You know what? I'm really feeling good.
She's gonna take it.
I have got to try some of that.
Oh, jeez.
Can we try?
Oh,
All right, the
my
doctors
God.
say there.
Hannah, aren't we hot together?
Mm-hmm.
oh, jeez.
Oh, my God.
We've lost Lisa Croft.
This doctor needs help. She's raping me.
Help me, please.
All right, they're disrobing
Gentle,
in front
honey,
of
gentle.
us.
Tearing each other's
Please be
clothes
gentle.
off. Sheepy fainted.
Yeah, Sheepy went down. Wait a minute, Sheepy, are you old enough to be in here?
You know, I don't think I need these glasses anymore.
Oh, jeez.
Because I can do some examinating of my own.
Oh, God.
Examinating.
Examinating. Yes, examinating. Exploration. It's a wonderful thing.
Would you like to lie down on the doctor's table?
I don't know what we're
now
witnessing
I think
here.
that's you. Now, I need to see your coochie.
All
we need
right.
to make a diagnosis here.
Do you guys want to see my coochie?
No.
No. Do you
I
guys
want to see
her
your coochie, though.
Come on.
No, that's enough.
Come on.
Yeah, we got to do a break. We got to go to
the
commercial.
wastebasket. He's
we
puking.
we do have to go to commercial. When we come back, we're going to play a game show, Fezzy. Rory, what do we got to give out tonight?
Someone hand Rory back the guy knows microphone.
Yeah.
Roy's fired.
We have a pair of tickets to the Jerry Red Wilson Foundation benefit on June 11th at Town Hall. Comics include David Tell, Lewis Black, Jim Brewer, Kevin Meaney, Colin Quinn, John Stewart, and many more. For tickets, call Ticketmaster at 212-307-7171. Today also we're going to pick a winner after this winner. For a grand prize front row seats to a different show each night of the Toyota Comedy Festival, including Bill Cosby and Stephen Wright, 5 days, 5 shows, front row.
All right, Hannah and her doctor are doing things to each other. All right, so call in if you want to win that.
Can I say hi to
877.
Frank?
Yes.
Frank, I know you're back in jail. Hi, Frank.
All right, you're going to be here for a while, Hannah, so we're all relaxed. 877-692-5792. One's they're humping each other. If you want to win these tickets, 877-692-1027. We'll come back. We'll play Casting Call.
Nice.
Maybe Hannah can even host that.
All right. We will do that.
And she has her doctor with her, Fez.
Yeah. Dr. Feelgood.
Yeah.
So it's tickets on the line to the Red Wilson Foundation benefit on June 11th. Plus, you'll be the last person to register for the grand prize, front row seats to a different show each night of the Toyota Comedy Festival.
Now, they might feel good. I'm feeling bad. I'm actually feeling worse since they came in. Little headache.
That's the doctor got.
He said the doctor got here. I got a migraine. We'll be right back. It's the Ron and Fez show.
Ron and Fez, 102.7 WNEW.
Hurry for Casting Call. Pick up your phones and let's play Casting Call.
It is time for Casting Call. We're Ron and Fez.
Hannah Hahn will actually host this for us tonight. Oh, boy,
she's in rare form.
Hannah Hahn is in rare form tonight. And she has her doctor with her, Fez.
Dr. Feelgood.
Yeah.
Is with Hannah Hahn.
All right, hold on before we get into that, Doctor. Hannah Hahn, read off the list for Casting Call.
Hannah Hahn's going to read the list of the actors that appear in a film. You have to guess what film they appeared in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ready?
Go ahead.
Holly Hunter.
Yeah.
Robert Downey Jr.
Right.
Anne Bancroft. And Steven Guttenberg.
And Steven Guttenberg.
All right, read them one more time, please.
In English.
Okay. Holly Hunter.
Right.
Hunter. Robert Downey Jr.
Right.
Robert Downey Jr.
Right.
Anne Bancroft.
Anne Bancroft.
Steven Guttenberg.
All right, here's
who?
Steve Guttenberg. Steve Guttenberg. Gabe, do you have any idea who it is?
4 Weddings and a Funeral.
Sorry. You get the sheepy trumpet. Sorry.
Here's Seth, you're on Ron and Fez.
Is it, damn, I don't even know. It's some ghost movie, yeah.
Sorry.
Movie.
Here's Mike. Mike, do you know who it is?
Yeah, I think it's the next Karate Kid.
I wish. Sorry.
This game's being hosted by the next Karate Kid.
Brian, you're on Ron and Fez.
What's up, boys? It's cardholder 1033.
Yeah, buddy.
How are you guys tonight?
Good. Calling the gang.
My IMDb connection's a little slow. Can you hold on a little bit longer?
Sorry.
Damn it.
Smart Alec.
Ace, do you have any idea what movie they're talking about?
Ace? Sorry.
Ace is not the place.
All right, give us that list of actors one more time, Hannah Hahn.
Holly Hunter.
Holly Hunter.
Robert Downey Jr.
Robert Downey Jr.
Anne Bancroft.
Anne Bancroft.
Steven Guttenberg.
Brad, do you have an answer for us?
That would be Home for the Holidays.
Yeah, buddy.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
We do have a winner.
All right, put Brad's name in the hat. He just won today's prize. Tickets to the Gary Red Wilson Foundation benefit on June 11th at Town Hall, featuring several comedians. And now he is the last person to register for the grand prize, front row seats to a different show each night of the Toyota Comedy Festival.
All right, do you have Brad's name in the hat?
Yes, I do.
Okay, go ahead and reach in there, Rory, and pull out a winner. This is for the grand prize.
The winner is Harry Reese.
Harry Reese.
Harry Reese, congratulations, buddy. You just picked up the grand prize. Front row seats to a different show each night of the Toyota Comedy Festival, including Bill Cosby, Stephen Wright, 5 days, 5 shows, all front row. The 10th annual Toyota Comedy Festival is coming June 11th through the 15th to venues all over New York City. Check them out online, toyotacomedy.com, or call Ticketmaster for tickets, 212-307-7171.
All right, now, Hannah, have you noticed that since you came in here, all of our other guests have been hiding outside the studio?
Everyone else took off.
Man, I can't believe it.
All right, come on, bring in all the other guests, because this is a big night tonight. But you're scaring people off, and you're also pulling Sweet Melissa by her leg through the lobby.
Sweet Melissa.
I know, but you can't hurt.
Yeah,
Like, Sheepy back in here, Pantera, Lisa Croft, who I think has a little crush on you, Hannah.
No Really?
Yeah, I dig her. That nice chunk.
Well, now, the reason that we're all here tonight, as everybody knows, it's a birthday. And we think maybe that you two girls could help out with a birthday party.
Whose birthday?
It's Billy Staples' birthday. Billy.
Yes.
So, Hannah, could you and the doctor take care of Billy for his birthday?
Definitely.
Bring the birthday boy in, Billy Staples.
Where's the birthday boy?
Over in the corner.
And you thought we forgot.
Yeah, take care of the birthday boy.
You know, silly Billy, you didn't tell me it was your birthday.
Yeah, Billy.
He's a bad Billy.
Billy, why didn't you say something to Hannah?
Yeah, I just don't like to, boast about it.
How old are you today, Billy?
44.
And how many trips to rehab?
5.
Wow.
Maybe after me you take 6.
Maybe after Hannah you take 6 if you overdose on Hannah.
Do they have a rehab for Hannah?
Oh.
They don't cure me for nothing.
Yeah, all right. I don't know what that means. All right, so why don't you girls head on over, give them a little dance.
Okay, can you guys put some music on?
Yeah, we'll put some music on for you. Yeah.
You got some headphones? You ready?
Yeah.
Here's some music for you.
Oh
my
God.
Take me home.
How appropriate. This song couldn't be more appropriate for Billy.
Whoa, look at this.
Hannah's top has come down. Oh, jeez.
I'm straight.
Hey, girls, remember me? I'm the birthday boy.
I'm hetero. No, I'm I'm hetero.
You can hump anything you want.
First, Sonny.
Yeah.
All right. All right, Billy, you enjoying yourself there with the girls?
Yeah, just start a bit. I'm fine over here.
All right, watch it. He's got a bed.
Dump.
Hannah, your friend is saying a lot of words we can't say on the radio, so we're being dumped out. So whatever you feel the urge to say something, honey, don't. No,
I never want to touch cooch again, ever.
Here they go.
There they go.
Keep giving Billy his dance.
Oh, Billy's right in there. Big Buford, Ronnie.
Big Buford's for Billy.
Oh, my God.
Hannah Hands undoing Billy's belt buckle.
Now, with the 3 of them there, I'm having a hard time figuring out which one is Billy. I can't see from here.
We're having a lights out party here a little early.
Right, we're all going to see Billy's prank.
There it goes. Here comes Billy's pants down.
Oh, my God.
All right, the yanking. Hannah is yanking Billy's pants down.
They're so eager.
Oh, no.
Take the mic off Billy, okay? Because he doesn't know what he's doing.
They're in his shorts at this point. Get the mic off of Billy and get a look while you're in there.
Yeah. What exactly are they doing? It looks like they've got Billy's pants down.
Yeah, they got...
All right. Billy's gone for some breast. He's got one in each hand.
Oh, Ronnie, they've given him... They've pulled his shorts right out of his pants.
Hannah, how is it?
You going to rehab?
No, I'm not going to rehab.
Come to rehab. Come to my place.
Everyone's going to have to go to hetero rehab.
Hannah, suck it. Come on.
I want to hear it.
Oh, my God.
All right. We're not going to be able to use that microphone again. It just went down Billy's pants.
Skull for Billy there. A little skull.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead. Enjoy yourself, ladies. All right, now she just... No, we definitely can't use that.
Yeah, that microphone's gone.
Those panties are basically at the bottom. They're just pearls, so it's a little pearl necklace that the doctor...
They hit the right place.
All right.
Oh,
yeah,
perfect.
Okay. Perfect.
Move my hips around.
Oh, jeez.
My gosh.
Ooh.
Okay.
All right, keep dancing. Yeah. It's like a bad night in Bangkok.
I thought if they would cover up Billy, it'd be better. But no.
No.
All right.
Sumo wrestling.
They just pulled Billy's junk out.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, my gosh. Ridiculous.
All right, honey, you're getting this dumped out again. They're going to...
Your thing.
You don't have to say anything.
Yeah,
you be the quiet one.
It's so large.
You can just keep the big trap shut and the mouth,
all right,
too.
Well, we need you trying to figure out new terms because it'll keep dumping out.
Right.
All right, Hannah, here's somebody who wants to talk to you.
Oh, my God.
All right, you need to put headphones on her, Rory, so she can hear this.
Is this stalking out?
Let me see. Hi, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, hi.
Who's this?
Don't you know who I am?
No. You're my daddy? Who are you?
How you guess?
My dad? No. Who are you?
Like Glenn?
This is Al the Stalker, who, Fezzy, to take us back in the post-midnight show.
Right?
Oh, my God.
Fez.com.
Probably only NM remembers this, but he used to call Hannah every single night.
Stalker Al.
How you doing, sweetie?
Oh, my God. Al, what are you doing? I thought I killed you last night.
Well, you don't even know what you're saying now, right, Hannah?
Who is this? Stalker Al?
Hannah, can we talk you into putting on a bra or anything at all? Because you're just sitting here with
pulling the dress back up.
Hey, Ronnie.
Yeah, what is it?
Yeah, I want to know, is Hannah going to be at this next Friday night boxing match?
Yes, you're invited, Hannah. Would you like to come in next
Where is
Friday
it?
night?
Where is
Just
it?
right downstairs at Hooters.
Yeah, I'll be there.
It'll be, and we'd love to have you come in. And
Is the Hooter girls are going to play with me
Right, sure.
Who
The
knows?
Hooter girls are crazy about you.
Oh, my God.
Where'd Billy go? Get Billy back out there.
Billy left. 1 week from tonight, there's one order of business. It's a loser leaves the show boxing exhibition.
No.
Al Dukes versus Roy Hampton.
I'll be really
You know
glad
what
to
would
get
be
to meet
really
her finally.
cool? Me and Al.
Right.
Yeah, by the
Al.
way, Ronnie.
Yeah, all right, hold on. I'm going to put you on hold. And we'll talk about old times. Here's what, Billy, I know that you're into some of the kinky stuff, Hannah. And Billy is one of those guys that always has the pony fetish. So maybe, Billy, why don't you get down in like a pony thing and let Hannah ride you?
Yeah, be like Danny the Wonder Pony.
Yeah, and we can do this off for the big Triple Crown, Fezzy, tomorrow. Big race.
Nice, that's right.
Okay, not the ride I was hoping for, but what the hell?
Yeah. All right, here it is for the pony fetish that Billy has. There's Hannah Han. How's the back feel, Billy?
So far, so good. The stirrups are holding up.
Hanahan riding Billy Staples right across the studio.
Oh, jeez, I'm getting a bad open shot here from Hannah.
I'm going to wait to the glue factory.
Come on, you can do it. You can...
Oh. Ow! Ow!
All right, she's smacking him. He's 44, Hannah, so make sure you give him 44. That's only... All right, start from the beginning. Start from 1, okay?
1, 2, 3. Come on, everyone come with me. 4, 5.
They're more like judo chops. Billy Staples getting his birthday spanking.
All right, here we go. All right, now she's riding him again. And now she's hitting him with a drumstick.
Oh, nice. Billy Staples taking Hanahan all over the studio.
Oh, God.
For his birthday, a birthday horse ride.
Hey, it's Robin. Robin, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hi, Robin. Robin, go ahead, dear.
We lost Robin?
Can I hear? Ronnie, the Bronco just bucked. Hannah went over, feet overhead, into the CD rack. She just ran her green wig, the back of her head, into the CD rack.
Billy, what happened?
You're a bad horse.
She just lost control.
Right.
I was bucking.
But he's a big horse.
We do have Robin on the line. Robin, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Robin. Robin.
Hi.
Hey, honey.
All right, there you are, Robin. What can we do for you tonight?
How are you guys?
Cool in the gang.
I haven't talked to you in forever.
Oh, this is Nurse Myra's
Oh, my God, part of the bartender.
kissy friend.
Hey.
Part of the show tenders.
The
How
show
are you
tender.
guys?
Hey, babe. What's
Hi,
going on?
honey.
How are ya?
I'm just dandy. How are you?
I wish you were here. You should see what's going on right now.
What is going on there this evening?
You have no idea what's going on right now.
It's horseback rides where, oddly enough, the horse is getting the ride.
Hannah's bucking away.
Mom, you have no idea what's going on right now.
What is going on? I said it.
Hannah is being bucked up and down by Billy. Billy's actually bucking Hannah on as we speak. He's bucking her in the corner.
I
didn't think it was possible.
A whole lot of nonsense.
You guys are crazy.
Yeah. You got to stop in next time, Robin.
No, next time
I
she's the
will. I
bartender.
promise. I haven't seen you in forever. I have to come back.
Okay, honey.
Promise?
I promise. It was good to
Mom.
talk to you guys.
All right, see ya.
Thank you, Robin, the show tender.
Fezzy, on the instant feedback, it says this past break with Billy and Hannah has made me miss Dustin Diamond.
Wow.
Having fun there, huh, Hannah?
Oh, my Jesus.
All right, we got a...
Spy report. Spy report.
Here is Gary, the O&A kid. How you doing, Gary?
Hey, guys.
Hey, buddy. Got an update
Gary, the
for us?
O&A kid.
New Jersey's losing 37-29 in the second half.
Yeah. Now, is it halftime yet, or...?
Almost.
Yeah. So it's still the first half.
No, it's the second half, but it's the second half.
Oh, that's all right.
Hasn't had halftime yet.
Fezzy, look who's peeking in. You know, let's bring him in. Let's bring him in,
Come on,
Fezzy.
guys. Let's go. Come on.
The radio superstar. It's Opie. Opie, come on over.
Come on.
Come on
over, Opie.
Opie.
Opie. Opie. Opie. Opie.
Opie, come on in.
I hope he's not mad about that Dustin Diamond crack.
Yeah.
From the instant feedback.
Opie, a little nervous. Opie, it's birthday night. We're giving out free dances.
Why do you have to pick on Dustin Diamond?
Is he still here?
No, he ran out. He never said goodbye. He brought our show to a screeching halt today. Ba-dum-bum.
So, where you been all night, man?
Peeking in. Actually, I had a stalker arrested tonight.
Really?
Way to go.
Breaking news. Thank you. Yeah.
All right, hold on this.
Spy report.
Spy report. What happened?
Actually, he's been stalking your show, and you don't even know it.
Who is it?
Stalking up?
Some guy that's been in the courtyard.
Just hanging around out there?
Yeah, for the last month.
What's he want?
We don't know. He didn't have ID on him, and he got arrested.
Yeah.
Nice work.
Sorry to bring the show to a halt.
No, sure. It's good to know that there's snipers hanging around outside.
I took care of you guys.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Because I thought he was stalking us, and he goes, nah, he stalks you, and then he stalks the Ron and Fez show. You had no clue, right?
It's what we try to do with all the listeners.
See, when you leave the building, you should kind of look around a little bit.
No. Are you kidding me?
So maybe I shouldn't even be saying this on the air, but yeah, we had someone arrested tonight.
It wasn't Earl trying to get a cab again.
Who noticed him first?
Let me tell you something. Earl was huge tonight.
Yeah.
He played undercover cop.
Earl, what did you do?
Undercover brother?
Earl? The undercover brother.
He was undercover brother.
So how long have you guys been setting this up?
For a while, actually.
Well, let us know if Fez and I are targets leaving here at 12:30.
I got freaked when he started following me home.
Oh, really?
He decided to walk about 100 yards behind me, and he thought I didn't notice.
Wow, that's strange.
So we set up a little sting operation tonight, and Earl was very key to that.
All right, what time did this happen? What time did it go down?
About an hour and a half ago.
Wow. Now, what exactly did Earl do, the undercover brother?
Earl had to yeah, he just had to keep an eye on him. And then we had undercover cops and everything.
Just stay in the background.
Cool. It was a really cool sting operation. The whole Red Eye Grill checked it out. It was a real big deal downstairs.
Home of the dancing shrimp?
All right, just kind of describe the guy. See if I remember him.
Wears a lot of black hat, greasy black hair.
That's my coke dealer!
Crazy.
No! You fool! No! I had planned a Ronnie vacation tonight.
He had crazy eyes. So then Earl's job was to keep an eye on the guy, and then he got arrested right at the bus stop.
Wow, that's very cool.
You know, I really shouldn't be saying this on the air, but I had a couple.
What's going on over there? It's Billy's birthday, and Hannah Han.
Can I ask one question?
Yeah.
Being very honest.
Yeah.
What's that?
That's Hannah Han.
That is Hannah Han, the producer of Producer's Results.
Yeah.
What are you?
Congratulations on your Oscar.
She don't listen to
Oscar.
her. Yeah, she's smart.
Yeah.
It's all. Actually, I don't know whether you remember the Napalm Girl, but she grew up. That's her.
And moved to Queens.
She grew up. She moved to Queens
and decided that she likes yodels.
Right. She had plenty of yodels.
Look at me being funny on your show instead of my own. We stunk today.
Hey, go ahead, work it now. We got another hour. I told you.
Hey, you're just getting back on the horse again. That's what it is.
Do you know the last name of that lady?
The Napalm Girl?
Yeah.
No.
You know?
The Han?
You know what it is? Sheepy?
P-H-U-C-K.
That's
P-H-U-C.
P-H-U-C. And it's pronounced...
Yes, it is.
And she was that day.
And actually, I think that's the first girl I ever ran a batch to. It was in Time Magazine. And I ran a quick napalm batch on her.
Can I have a check, by the way? We got fined today.
For what?
More stuff we shouldn't be saying on the air.
You know what?
The FCC wants a little check.
For how much?
21 grand.
21 grand.
That's nothing, right?
Yeah. You and Anthony can pull that off together. That's what you're splitting for the limo driver.
Easy.
Hey, I saw you on that show, The Hamptons, last week. That was great. Seriously.
You look good.
Yeah.
Your house looked nice anyway.
Hey, buddies. Who's doing shot?
Did Billy get off the floor?
I don't even know you guys. He's got a pony fetish, we decided. We've seen how long he can hold Hannah.
We decided.
Yeah.
Billy's got a fetish as long as it means more airtime for
Now,
him.
here's the thing. I know that's true. And he just blows. Now,
why aren't the hot girls naked? Why does it always have to be...
Let me tell you, they got very, very nervous and ran out of here. We had to bring them back, though.
We're actually lucky to get him back this far in the studio.
Now, I know you got a little bit of a foot fetish, and I know that you're into that from
Not
Patty.
at all.
Hannah, come on over. Come on over and sit up here and break your feet out for Opie.
Let him see the
Are they
freak
worse than
feet.
Stalker Patties?
I don't know if anything. Bring her over. Bring over the chair for her. Yeah, step back, Opie, because you're going to be freaked.
Yeah.
When is the baby due?
All right, she's not pregnant.
Oh, I hate that.
Come on, she'll throw her. She's going to throw her green.
She ran the bar across the street from MASH. Rosie.
It's Rosie from MASH. You're a big MASH fan. All right, look at the feet.
That's what I love about Ope. Ope will always look.
Yeah. Now look at the bottom of them, too. I didn't even notice this.
Something's wrong.
Yeah, it's a fungus there.
What is that? Seriously.
No, it's my blood. Hey, what are you thinking?
None of these guys are going to kick my ass because they're Hannah's boyfriend or husband,
nobody.
Right?
What is wrong with the bottom of your feet, Hannah?
Yeah, what is wrong? That's like rotting.
Chinese rot.
No, it's from the shoe.
I don't know.
And as you can see, one toe, the very middle toe, is bigger than the big toe, Ope.
Wow.
Isn't that cool?
I thought I was seeing double.
It looks like a couple toes growed together.
Now also
they stink too.
Yeah, they're bad.
Oh my
Look
God.
how these things just go taking off in every which direction.
Yeah, I see that.
Now also, here's something very interesting about her. Put out your hands. The knuckles, she was born without some knuckles, so make things look.
See, look.
Knuckles.
She only has 2 knuckles on that hand.
There's only 2 knuckles on the left hand.
How does your hand bend
and 3.
then?
3 on the right.
Start doing some stuff with your fingers. Do they bend any way, which way you want, or?
They must. There's no knuckle to stop them.
Oh, God.
So why do you have to wear the green hair? You got enough freakiness going on here.
To match the
Just for
feet.
you.
Oh, God.
The green hair matches the feet.
Hey, where's Al Dukes?
Al's outside.
Cooling off?
Yeah, he's,
What do I have to say? This is not a bit.
I heard all that.
1 week from tonight, he fights. Loser leaves the show.
Right outside, right?
Yeah,
Right
outside. We're
downstairs.
going downstairs at Hooters.
We'll be there.
The Hooters courtyard.
You're going to come?
Yes.
Come and hang out?
Is it going to be a street brawl?
Yeah, well, it won't even be a real ring. It's like some mats, and, we're going to tie phone books to their hands and let them go at it.
We still haven't talked to Earl about his undercover assignment tonight.
Well, how did it go for you, Earl?
No, I got a call from Ben.
Yeah.
Tell me to meet him downstairs. And
As you normally do.
no.
Right? That's some stuff that happens between you two, and who cares?
No, he told me, he goes, just go downstairs.
Like it's I Spy now. You and Ben are the guys from I Spy.
No, he said, just go meet Opie and you were with Norton?
Yeah.
Who were Norton downstairs at the
Norton's riding shotgun for you, Ope?
He was beyond paranoid. I'm like,
sure.
Relax.
Out of everybody, you pick a dwarf to ride a shotgun.
And then
where's Big Cat when you need him?
What happened, Earl?
And then I met you guys.
This is breaking news.
You described what he looked like. You said make sure he was standing out front. So I poked my head out, and he was standing out front at the bus stop, and he was just kind of lingering in front of the Red Eye. And the Red Eye people were freaking out because they didn't know what was going on.
Because they've seen this guy too.
Yes, they've seen him.
None of you guys have noticed someone in the courtyard.
Us, never. Come on, please, we're whacked.
Put down the bong, everyone.
Now here's you don't make a bad person. I mean, you can't judge somebody if they have a disease. If we had cancer, would you make fun of us? No.
It's
would. It's basically like having cancer when you do all these things that we do. Now, but what you said was this guy's main goal, making an Opie suit?
He just had crazy eyes, right?
He just had a really dark, cold, blank look on his face. And he was holding a bag.
Yeah.
Like this.
He was holding a bag like this.
What do you think was in it, Earl?
What was in it was Don Imus's head. He's making a collection of all the big shows in New York. You're going to be hanging up on his wall.
When do we get to play around with these things?
They've already been played around with.
Yeah, go ahead. You know with each other. Oh, jeez. It's all the bad stuff.
Who's she?
That's her doctor. Oh, we had no idea any of this stuff was happening.
Okay, all right.
Would you like to feel good?
No.
Yeah, but...
Back at her.
We'll get the whip.
Yeah.
All right, I'm bothering you guys now.
No.
Not at all.
This is the best.
So let me just get to this. So the guy's walking up the street. You're using yourself as bait, basically.
Yeah.
You're walking up the street and you're letting this guy follow behind you about 100 feet or so?
We walked out of the building and we walked down 57th toward 7th. And I'm like, all right, he's not following tonight. So I go to the Red Eye Grill. Norton, being obsessive and paranoid, is like, dude, why aren't you calling the cops? Blah, 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 blah. So I go outside the Red Eye Grill, and I'm like, all right, you're right. And I get Ben on the phone, because Ben is, like, great at this stuff. And I'm yelling at Ben, we need someone checked out, blah, blah, blah. I look up, he's 5 feet in front of me.
Oh, man.
And I stood there and froze, like, and he's still not saying anything. He still thinks I don't see, what's going on. That he's just, like, some stranger in the crowd.
Because this is New York. I mean, there are people walking by all the time.
So then Norton comes running out and is like, what? And the guy still does nothing and just casually walks to the bus stop. We go inside, and then we set up the sting operation.
Norton, who's lucky to not get picked up for the British Butcher who was on the loose the other day at Central Park.
Right.
Good visual, but he looked just like him, right?
So now you have Earl coming up behind the guy?
Earl had to figure out where he was at this point.
Figure out where he was, and then I trailed him.
You trailed him, and at the last minute, when Opie is looking at him, you ran up behind him, pulled off his wig, and made him cry.
I only do that on my own show.
I just kept an
You can pull out that green one if you want, I
thought about it. No, then I had a detective on the line. He goes, I'm setting up some plain clothes, guys.
And they were plain.
And I'm like, well, how am I going to know?
I mean, in a good way.
Oh, okay.
How am I going to know when they arrive? He goes, oh, you'll know.
And I knew.
And we knew, right?
We knew. Because they
just had a look about him.
1 minute I'm looking at the guy, and then I looked back into the restaurant. I turned around. 4 guys were all over him.
Wow.
Just pounced on him.
Now,
they handcuffed him and took him away, and that's all we know right now.
How long were you aware that this guy has been following you?
About a month.
Wow.
Steve C's been on the case.
Nice.
But he blew me off this week because he's got a wedding or something.
We are just oblivious.
Right. We know nothing.
Dude, and the building security, because they're like, oh, yeah, that guy's been hanging around. We've told him he has to leave many times. So.
Great job. They do.
All right. Well. Get back to the lesbian orgy thing. I'm
sorry. No.
Oh.
This is an...
She's bored. Everyone's bored. And I haven't heard Hot Melissa say anything nice.
Sweet Melissa.
Hot Melissa.
All right, now we're changing her name.
Thank you. Oh, Opie, don't you look cute today? You said last time that, you were looking over, make sure your girlfriend wasn't there. But you can tell her that I don't, you can tell her I don't bite,
Yeah. You'll be there for both of them? All right, Keith the cop wants to add something here, Ope, about your little case. Hey, Keith, you're on the air, buddy.
Hey, Keith.
What's going on?
Yeah.
Just checking to make sure everything worked out. We set up that hosting operation there. It seemed to work out well. They called me and made sure everything was good.
Keith, I didn't even want to bring your name into this, but yeah, Keith was the man.
No, it's not a problem. They called me back, and everything's good to go.
He didn't have any weapons, right?
No weapons. They said he was just a nut.
Oh, good.
Friendly nut.
Hey, that makes us all
that
feel secure around here.
Sure. Yeah, you just tack it on to the rest of the nuts that we have in the last couple of weeks.
Sure.
It seems to just be a growing trend.
And he had no ID on him, though.
No ID.
He thought it was his night to sleep under the stairs.
Why not? Yeah.
It's his turn.
Maybe we could set him up with it. Who knows?
Yeah, that would be great together.
There you go.
There you go. All right.
All right, see you later.
Everything worked out. I'll see you guys later.
All right, bye.
Thank you, Keith.
All right, have you ever had that before, Opie?
No comment.
Yeah.
I actually had it. Well, this was so long ago. I was doing a radio show in Rochester. A guy showed up. I was being the hothead I am.
Right.
And yelling and screaming at a guy over the phone. I go, oh, yeah, if you don't like it, why don't you come down here? He goes, I will. He hangs up. He comes to the back door with a sawed-off shotgun. True story. Nothing,
Nice.
I mean, nothing happened. We got him arrested, too, but whatever.
Really early on for me, too, there was...
You had one?
Yeah, well, mine was like this girl who used to send these, like, anonymous cards, and they would be like, I just think you're the best. And I'd be like, oh, this is nice. And I'm putting them up. I just started. I'm putting them up around the desk and stuff. Then they start to come like 2 a day. And I'm like, oh, what a fan. Like 8, 10 a day. Then I'm out at lunch. I'm getting weird calls wherever I go. I'm like, this is... Then finally it's like, I know when you played this song that you wanted me to, you know, and they started to become real psycho about how I was speaking directly to her. And I'm like, what the F? And then one night I'm coming off the stage at my club, and I see this little tank that has eyes that look like buzzsaws. She's coming right at me, thick as Hanahan. And she just, like, leaps at me.
Wow.
People had to pull her off, take her away, the whole thing. And it was like, you know, as scary as it can get.
Did you rip the wig off her head?
Yeah. I was literally going, I'll punch you in the effing throat, honey. You're after the wrong person. You know, but...
And then you had to deal with about 1,000 emails, how much of a bastard you are, and you're the devil's child?
No,
we're still talking about you, right?
Yeah, in this case... In my case,
email.
In my case, I was right. But... but I mean, I don't know. I mean, everyone that thinks like, oh, it must be nice if someone knows you. No, I don't know how anybody with like real like movie star fame or whatever deals with it.
Right.
And especially the women. Mm-hmm. You know, I don't know how a woman would ever deal with it at all.
Okay.
All right, so this is where you are now, Opie. You wanted to get big, you're big. Enjoy
Can we get
it.
back to the hotness?
Yeah, everyone start kissing for Opie. Go ahead, get over there and start kissing.
They just kiss?
No, they do everything. No, it gets ugly.
They're a little taken back.
What's that about?
Well, they're friendly with each other. Now, here's who won't, though. Lisa Croft will not do anything.
I like penises.
She really does.
You're allowed to say that at 10:30
Yeah,
at night,
are you kidding me? Yeah, our dump guy.
Say it,
yeah, but your dump guy is serious. Our dump guy is a dope addict
and asleep at the wheel.
Yeah.
Wow, she's going to do that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Of course you will.
And what happened? Well, show him the bruise on your ass. What happened to you two, Nurse
It was
Meyer?
rough sex.
What happened?
Wait, these two
No, I was with this guy the other day, and he slammed me up against a doorknob by accident.
Oh, I hate when that happens.
No, was this in Serbia?
No, it wasn't in Serbia. It was in the Bronx.
It wasn't KGB.
So that's what happened.
That's a nasty bruise.
Yeah, but it's a good bruise, so it doesn't matter.
Right. You wear it like a war wound.
Of course.
All right.
Bend over.
That's landmine sex.
You know what? She's been a bad girl. She's been a bad girl.
She really, really has.
She needs some punishment. Bend it over, honey.
Wow.
All right, we do have to take a break here. How far behind are we?
About an hour.
We're very behind. Friday Night Rocks will be coming up at 2 a.m.
This is only, by the way, this is only our third break tonight. So
it's one of those.
We get all carried away. It's a Ron and Fez show.
Ron and Fez. 1027 WNEW.
It's easy to buy CDs off the internet, right? But it's the shipping charges and prices that are going to get to you. Not with DeepDiscountCD.com. They're here with free shipping and handling. That's right, free shipping and handling.
DeepDiscountCD.com. They've got it all, Fuzzy. It's your music store with the guaranteed lowest total price online. The selection will blow your mind, not your wallet.
Check it out. Buy the new M&M, the M&M Show limited CD with DVD for only $11.96. That's 40% off the suggested retail price, and shipping is free.
How about Untouchables? Heard here on the Opie and Anthony show first. Buy corn, only $11.96. You got it. Shipping is free. Now, DiscountCD.com, from the latest releases to some of the obscure titles. Fezzy, that's where I picked up that Lizzie Borden CD I was telling you about.
Really?
Yeah, I added it to my...
That's where you got it?
I got everything now. Now I feel like my collection is complete. All guaranteed total online price. Nobody's better.
There's no reason to buy music anywhere else. DeepDiscountCD.com with free shipping and handling all the time. DeepDiscountCD.com. That's DeepDiscountCD.com.
You guys actually do the live reads together.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Instead of you just say, hey,
all right.
And Deep Discount CD.
Just throw the mic away. I know.
Usually it's like this. Deep Discount CD.
Yeah. Less work for me. You can understand that, right?
When did that start that he did all the reads?
I just got a little lazy there.
Yeah.
I
noticed. You're over there calling your broker on the other line.
Easy.
DeepDiscountCD.com.
1027
WNEW.
2 high-profile court cases. 2 teenage girls. 1 Fezitorial. Well. Michael Skakel is convicted of killing a 15-year-old girl the same week that R. Kelly is indicted on child porn charges with an alleged 14-year-old girl. And I haven't been this intrigued with lusting for underage girls since... Well, gee, come to think of it, I've never been intrigued with lusting for underage girls. But what really grabs my little Skakels is the fact that these 2 cases are 25 plus years apart, and in that time, we still haven't learned what's proper behavior with teenage girls. Now, granted, these 2 incidents are very different. One crime was allegedly committed by R. Kelly, a hard-bodied R&B superstar with washboard abs, whereas the other was committed by Michael Skakel, a wealthy socialite who answers the endless question, what would Porky Pig look like if he was human? Seriously, not to be cruel, but that fat alcoholic looks so bad, he looks like someone took David Crosby's old liver and dressed it in a yacht captain's suit. He's a mess. And even though the cases are different, I think both R. Kelly and Michael Skakel can learn lessons about dealing with underage girls. First of all, R. Kelly, you need to learn that you can't bang underage girls. Michael Skakel, you need to learn that you can't bang underage girls. In the head with a golf club, idiot. Michael, you need to learn you can't run a batch while sitting in a tree. Or, you need to learn that you can't run one on a girl even if you're hung like a tree. R. Kelly, you can't watch underage girls on videotape. Michael Skakel, you can't watch underage girls through their bedroom windows, you fat F. If poor Martha Moxley had looked out her window and seen your fat ass rubbing out a batch of that famous Kennedy chowder, the shock would have killed her right there. Now, R. Kelly, you need to learn that you can't invite underage girls to your home. Michael Skakel, you need to learn that you can't go and invite her to an underage girl's home and then kill her. Boys, there's plenty to be learned from these 2 criminal cases. Michael Skakel, you need to learn you can't put a shaft through a girl's neck. R. Kelly, you need to learn that you can't put your shaft in their other body parts. R. Kelly, you can't play whiz games with underage girls. Michael Skakel, you can't whiz yourself in a drunken stupor and then start confessing to murder. Skakel, you need to learn you can't get out of this just because you are a Kennedy. Kelly, you need to learn you can't get out of this just because you know Jane Kennedy. And Michael Skakel, you learn that you couldn't go to trial as a juvenile. And R. Kelly, you'll learn that you can't sit through your trial listening to Juvenile. But you know, this whole thing reminds me of growing up in Pinellas Park, Florida, where kids had a name for underage girls. They usually called them Mom. But it was there that I learned how, just like in the Michael Skakel case, people can get upset around golf equipment. I remember Mother practicing her putting out in the barn with our handyman named Boo-Boo. Now, I don't know what kind of green Mother had set up out there, but I know that Boo-Boo was upset about the size of her hole. He couldn't believe how big it was, and he complained about how huge and gaping it was. He said he could get 2 balls in there, not to mention his entire wood, and that... Wait a minute. Mama had a stretched out choo-choo. Anywho, Michael Skakel and R. Kelly, even though you're very different people, these cases are very similar. I don't even want to get into how prospective witnesses Robert Kennedy and Aaliyah were mysteriously silenced. Nice work, boys. But it won't save you. Skakel, you're already found guilty. And R. Kelly, you're on your way to trial. So let us just say it for all the teenage girls out there that we're here, we're queer, we will not disappear. This has been my Fezitorial. Thank you. Let Ronnie know the Friday Fezitorial's done. Missed it.
It's over?
Yes, you missed it.
What time's it come on?
Usually early in the show and then later before we shut her down.
Oh, well, let me know next time. I want to hear one of these.
You'll love them if you hear them. I'm sure.
Fezitorial. You mean editorial, right?
It's an editorial with a Fez spin to it.
Spin to it, eh? Let's call it a spinatorial.
It's my news and comment.
I bet if you start to call it a spinatorial, people will start and listen.
They're going to get it confused with the spinaroonie.
Yeah, that's true. That's also a tune-out.
Hey!
Hey, Josh, Josh, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Josh, what can we do for you?
Yo, Ron and Fez.
Yeah.
Sup, kids?
Sup, kid? It's Josh from the Hamptons.
I don't even know this guy.
Yo, first things first, how come you guys aren't doing shots tonight?
We gotta do shots.
Yo, because yo, by the way, is Opie still there?
Yeah, Opie's around.
Yo, where is he? Because he missed the helicopter. me and Anthony are already in the share house. You know, the
Share house.
The 10,000 square foot house, you know, with the tennis courts, the pool, and 1 bedroom and 3 beds. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
You, man. Yo, we're waiting for him.
Yes. Kids, you guys seem fired up.
Yo, all right, well, I know you guys got to get moving on, but I just wanted to see if you guys were coming out to the Hamptons. I mean, don't even tell me you're not coming out to the Hamptons.
Don't even tell me you're not going to do it. This is the Hamptons. I'm going to dive out in the middle of the girls and do shots.
All right, well, I'll let you guys go. And one more thing to say is just, later, kids!
Later, kids!
Thank you, Josh from the Hamptons.
Did we ever get any numbers on that? Did that Hamptons documentary do very well? Because it seems like only me and Fez and that guy saw it.
It did bad.
And we all loved it.
Up against the Tony Awards, it even did bad.
Oh, God. Yeah, that was a mistake in New York to put that because the Hamptons crowd and the Tony crowd are the same. Bria, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hello, Bria.
Hey, gentlemen, how you doing?
What can we do for you?
You were talking about the stalkers earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a stalker that followed me cross country.
Okay, now you're Opie. I understand. Now you and Opie have the same problem.
No, it was a guy that I worked with. And he actually followed me cross country, had the police called on him a couple of times.
You know, I guess most girls at one point in their life have a weird guy pulling a Michael Skakel on them, climbing up in a tree and running a batch.
I wish.
Let's check with our chicks, except for Hannah, and see if any of them ever had stalkers before. All right, thanks, honey.
We'll bring our girls back into the studio. Sweet Melissa, Nurse Myra, Lisa Croft.
Sweet Melissa, ever in your life you ever have like a guy get a little too carried away, like with Opie?
Actually, yeah, I had this one guy. He would follow me throughout my day.
Really?
And so I'd be having breakfast, and he would be sitting 2 tables away from me. And then he would follow me around through the park. And
this is a guy you just had no interest in at all.
I had no idea who he was.
Oh,
and I just kept seeing the same person over and over again. He had these red sneakers. And then he was on my train, and he sat right next to me and was watching where I was getting off, like, yeah, with the station stop, and that was really scary, and, you know...
That is bizarre.
And then he just, like, as quick as he started following, that I noticed that he was following me around, and then I stopped. I haven't seen him.
It just stopped, and you never knew? Did you ever have anybody run him off, or...?
Well, you know what happened is, someone sent me a picture of themselves, and I was like, wow, that looks like my stalker.
They sent you this in the mail?
It was actually my email.
Oh, jeez.
So I just ignored it because if you give it attention, I didn't know what to do really. So.
Right. You never called the police or anything?
No. All
right, Nurse Myra, you ever have a stalker?
Well, being a bartender.
Yeah, I bet.
I kind of have a couple.
Billy, you have a couple?
I have a couple that come in only when I work.
Right.
But I do have one ex-boyfriend who I needed to get an order of protection.
Yeah, right. Restraining order.
Yeah, restraining order. There you go. I need to get that. He threatened my life on my birthday.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Aww.
He threatened to kill me on my birthday, and I need an order of protection.
Now,
but that's about it. That's as far as I went.
I guess a lot of girls have to put up with this. Lisa Cross, have you ever stalked anyone?
Has anyone had to get an order of protection from you? Pantera's filing papers.
Pantera for a while.
Yeah.
Nice. And then they gave in.
All right, Al thinks he's got something to add, too.
Oh, please.
Let me guess.
I like a big butt or a penis.
All right, Al, you've had a stalker?
Yeah, when I was going for my master's degree at Indiana State, I had...
Who was it, Letterman?
No, actually...
you had a woman follow you everywhere.
No, I had a gay stalker.
What did you have?
A gay stalker. Like a guy would... my car, no matter where it was, all over town, when I would come out, there'd be notes where he would draw pictures of penises and things, and then what he wanted to do to me with them. And then he would leave his hotel when he would come back into town, where he was staying and that sort of thing.
And you're being totally serious.
Yeah, being completely serious.
Is this a bit?
What do I have to say? This is not a bit.
All right, so let me get this straight. You had what?
A gay stalker.
And
wow.
Now, did he ever confront you in person, or was it always just notes?
Did he ever say anything to you?
No, it was only just notes.
Did
left
you know
on my
who
car.
it was?
No, I never found out who it was.
And what did the note say?
It would just say, it's kind of fuzzy, just that he was attracted to me, he sees me around campus, here's, he'd like to do stuff with me, and he would make drawings.
What kind of stuff?
Just where he wanted to put certain things in certain places.
Really?
Yeah.
Now, how did you feel, honestly, at the time? You're
scared.
Yeah, you were scared of it.
Yeah, I was definitely scared of it.
I know. I don't want to play the shrink, because I know you hate shrinks. Do you think this in any way has to do with why you freak out around gay Randy?
I never even thought about it until they were talking about the Stalker.
All right,
it seems absolutely connected to me. It just seems obvious, Al.
I had forgotten about it. I hadn't even thought about it in years.
Honestly, all of us just looked at each other. You don't have to be Freud here to figure this out. Chris, you're on Run of Fez.
Hey, Chris.
Hey, boys, what's up?
Yeah.
Al, I love you. It's Chris Morris, but how much more information do we need here? This is obviously a pattern, Al. This is a pattern. If you don't see that you're gay, what's wrong with you, dude? Just accept the fact that you're gay and get on with your life. It doesn't make you a criminal.
Right, and if it were true, I would tell everybody.
Yeah, but Al,
just the fact that I had a gay stalker doesn't mean anything. We've been over the instances already. Come on.
But, this is kind of interesting to me, Al.
We never knew this.
Yeah, no, I completely forgotten about it.
Now, in these letters, did he ever say how you could meet him, or was it just threatening?
No, he was very specific, like, I'm going to be at the Holiday Inn room.
Did you ever go?
No, friends of mine wanted to go, and bash the guy, but I never went, and I gave the...
Go to the University of Wyoming?
I didn't go to the police right away until it started to become very frequent. At first, it would just be like once every 3 weeks. Then it was, my car would be in this huge parking lot on campus, and the next time I went there, there'd be a note. Or if I was at a bar in another part of town.
All right, no way this was one of your buddies effing with you? You saw the guy?
I never saw the guy, but I really don't think it was somebody screwing with me.
And you went to the campus police?
Yeah, I did go to the campus police.
What did you tell them?
Well, I just said, here, the first couple of notes that I got them, I would just throw them out. And then once I started getting a bunch, people recommended that I save them and give them to the cops. So that's what I did.
Keep them in a shoebox?
No, he saved them under his pillow, and that's wrong. Here's Paul. Paul, you're on Run of Fez.
Paul. How you doing, guys?
Yeah.
You know how, like on Law & Order, when they pull out the surprise witness at the very end?
Right. That's exactly what this is like, Al. Because here's the thing. Every time something comes up, we pull back another piece of the onion here.
Yeah, right. Another layer.
There's another layer constantly with you being revealed. And I'm telling you, if I was your shrink, I would think this was a breakthrough of why you act like you do around Randy.
I can't believe you were able to block this thing out.
Yeah, never, even after when Opie was telling the story, it didn't hit me until I was sitting out there on the phones, and I said, oh, yeah.
All right, now, since a lot of times you forget things, I want you to think back, even if you have to close your eyes, think back to your stalker. At any time did you have sex with him?
No, I never saw him.
Because I know that you forget that. Did you not see him because he was behind you?
Is that why you didn't see him? Because you don't have eyes in the back of your head?
No.
It seems like you got a lot of repressed memories there. Hey, Vinny, you're on Run of Fez.
Hey, Vinny.
Hey, guys, how you doing?
Yeah.
Buddy.
Al, can I just say something? I have no doubt that you're straight, okay, with all the crap that people put you through and they're constantly breaking on you and all that stuff, but I know that you're a straight guy, right?
Right.
But for all the crap that everyone puts you through with the drops and everything like that, why would you volunteer information like that?
Because we're talking about stalkers.
But, yeah, I understand that we're talking about stalkers, but doesn't it seem a little, aren't you saying to yourself in the back of your mind, well, hell, they're going to give me crap for this? Now,
here's what I want to know, Al. Is this a bit?
What do I have to say? This is not a bit.
All right, sorry.
I think it's a bit, Ronnie.
We should probably pick this up on Monday in our next time we all get together.
Our next session.
But I really think this was good and this was healthy. Sweet Melissa, thank you so much.
Thank you, Ronnie.
Nurse Myra, thank you so much.
No problem.
And I love that love bite on your ass.
No problem. Anytime you guys want to show. Let me know.
Thank you.
Lisa and Pantera, thank you very much. Sheepy, thanks for coming in and bringing back that tux.
Finally. And, of course, Hanahan and Dr. Feelgood.
Yes, they did a...
So good to see them
Opie,
again.
thanks for coming in. Congratulations on your stalker. Hey, Al, Mike sent in some feedback that the email, that the big-ass email, screwed up halfway through. And at mid-sentence.
Yeah, I resent it out. There should be another one on its way.
All right, so what happened at first?
The computer froze up partway through.
Remember,
right, so there you go, Mike.
It is 1 week from tonight, downstairs from these studios, the Courtyard at Hooters, 56 and Broadway in Manhattan. Loser leaves the show 1 week from tonight. The fabulous Al Dukes taking on Rory Hamptons. Somebody's losing their gig.
Let's just hope the gay stalker doesn't show up.
It was a long time ago. He doesn't even know I'm here.
Is your car parked down in the garage?
Tyler Durden, are you sure you're not the gay stalker? It's the Ron and Fez show. Big Eddie Trunk up. Big rock coming at you.
Friday Night Rocks is next on WNEW. We're Ron and Fez.